Harding won 3, which is good for bingo, but we also have the Coney.
What's Kennedy doing?
4s.
Oh.
Because that guy would have been a Coney bust. How do you confuse Nathans for tennis?
Well, you know, you might be thinking about that time you went to the U.S. the U.S. Tennis Center. I should say now it's the Billie Jean King Tennis Center. And then you find yourself staring at Citi Field, thinking about that time you had a hot dog at the baseball game. You think, oh man, I really love me some Nathan's hot dogs.
I was going to ask if they have Nathans at the tennis center.
I haven't been to the U.S. Open probably now in a solid 10 years.
Plenty of Nathans at Citi Field, though.
That I can attest to. I had tickets to opening day last year.
Oh, we were both there?
Well, none of us were there.
Oh, right. Did I? No, I only was there for...
Or did you just show up anyway?
I was there a couple times.
During 2020?
Yep.
Did they start letting people in?
No, media can go in, though.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, whenever, either this season or next season, we got to hang out at a Mets game. Let's see.
For intro? Oh, 20.
Pat, do you want Tower?
No, I'm gonna have to like actually get dressed and like do stuff this morning.
Oh, okay.
But thank you. Well, I'll have you know though, it's a very exciting things happening today because our neighbor is coming over, and she and my wife are gonna make homemade pasta, and then we're all having made a chicken piccata tonight, which is one of my favorite dishes, and I cannot wait.
And you have to get dressed for that?
Yeah.
Speedbird 8, proceed direct ship when able, and leaving my airspace. New York Center is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Direct ship and frequency change approved. Speedbird 8. Bye.
I procrastinated so much I never even took the equipment out of Citi Field. Usually I take it out and it stays on a hand truck for the winter in our office. Procrastinated.
Hi. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. American 285 is taxiing. He's going to runway 4 left. And that's it for the moment. Yeah, information is alpha. If you want to put the ATC up, that's fine.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day. Nice snowy day in the Northeast. Gonna do the first ever session on Kennedy ground. Well, not the first ever, but my first ever.
I'm trying to remember where the hell I saw that, by the way, Clinton. The Viz range. And it's not in basic control like I thought it was.
It's somewhere in there. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot this is happening.
Ooh, you twitching?
I don't know. I don't like that it's a Twitch logo. I'm on YouTube. Why is there not a YouTube logo?
Couldn't afford it. Can you send a link?
I think that works.
Yeah, that works.
I'm not fancy enough to have an actual personalized link to YouTube.
Wait, I'm already a part of YouTube. Why do I have to make a channel?
Would you say?
No, I was saying, in order to put something in the chat, they're like, create a channel. It's like, but I thought I already have a YouTube.
You're probably not logged
account.
in.
No, I see them. Because I'm logged into Google. I don't know. Whatever. I will say there is a lag compared to Twitch.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm just too lazy to do both, and I'm too lazy to transfer my streams into YouTube afterwards.
Gotcha.
I did see Gabe uses restream.io or something like that. I might look into that. Because I use Streamlabs OBS, and in order to stream on multiple places at one time with that, you have to pay for the premium service.
Gotcha. Are the fours 2,500 feet apart, or are they less than that?
I don't know. I'm not Kennedy Tower certified, and that would be a tower question.
They're 3,000 feet apart. They are not considered the same runway.
I didn't think so.
I was about to say, because, I mean, the 3-1s definitely are quite a ways apart.
3-1 left and 3-1 right are 1.27 miles apart.
Yeah. I just found that in the SOP.
As did I. Nice. I just wasn't fast enough to get it before you guys did.
See, that's got to be nice, though, because then you can launch in both directions. You can have simultaneous arrivals.
That's why it was built that way.
Well, because then you look at, like, Newark and Philly, and it's like, why didn't you just separate them a little bit more?
Well, where is Newark going to put them? I mean, to the east, they got the turnpike, and to the west, the terminal.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
when they built that
but when they built it, they could have.
They built it. That was all farmland.
The turnpike was farmland?
Where the whole area was, yeah. Airport in the middle of nowhere.
Let's see, when did the turnpike...
HistoricAerials.com.
Construction of the mainland from concept to completion began in 1950.
I don't know when Newark Airport was built.
I'm pulling up that page on Wikipedia.
30s or 40s, probably. Before any of the New York airports, because it was like, I think it was like if you bought a ticket to New York,
Newark Metropolitan Airport opened on October 1st, 1928.
there we go.
That's an old airport.
Yeah, the config was, of course, totally different. The original terminal is still there. That's the airport office building north of the field.
Yeah. So they didn't have the same runways, is what you're saying.
They had 1129, and then, like all airports, they had runways facing every direction because it was more about having the right wind than it was being able to move a lot of traffic because it wasn't that much traffic.
Oh, come on. Not every airport has runways in every direction.
Look at old pictures of Kennedy. There was fucking runways. There was like 10 runways pointed every direction.
Isn't that why they called it Idlewild?
I don't think that's why they called it Idlewild.
But I like that as a reason.
Harrisburg still only has one runway.
I think we should use circular runways.
Yeah, just land on the runway wherever you want so you're facing into the wind.
Yeah, I want to look at JFK from way back when.
Is that what I sounded like when I said circular runways?
I don't think anybody likes the sound of their own voice. I know I don't.
Oh, I definitely don't. I think so far the best voice we have in the Arctech is Brandon.
I've never really taken the time to consider who has the best voice.
Wydrix has a really authentic voice. Wydrix, when I was flying the other day, like I could have mistaken him for a real New York Tracon controller. He had the right camber of anointed VFR aircraft to pass as authentic.
All right, so everybody's gonna watch me fail on Kennedy ground, right?
So I'm looking at the 66 aerial of Kennedy, and there are 8 runways.
Kennedy ground, good morning. Delta 585 ready to copy FR
I like how
718.
there's an asterisk in the clearance delivery SOP for
Delta 585,
JFK
Kennedy
only.
ground, good
I
morning.
don't
Clearance on
think
request,
I see
standby.
a single one.
I don't like Kennedy. They have, especially off of runway 4 left, this climb procedure that you have to give.
Why don't you like it? VATSIM pilots can do anything.
Well, it's a long procedure to read every time.
Oh.
Except fly runway heading to the Kennedy 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100.
Oh my god, fuck that.
What is an NAR?
North American route.
Thank you.
Or North Atlantic. I'm not 100% sure if it's North American or North Atlantic, but they're transitioned to the oceanic tracks.
North Atlantic would make sense then.
Let's see.
Delta 585, have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Go ahead for Delta 585.
Delta 585, you're cleared to the Princess Juliana International Airport, Kennedy 5 departure.
I was thinking of
Except
of
fly
ARs,
runway
that's
heading to the Kennedy 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors ship, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 35010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1672.
Yep. She's telling me to put my glasses on, which is good advice.
Delta 585 is cleared to Princess Juliana via the Kennedy 5 departure. Runway heading to 1.5 DME, then right 100. Radio vector ship. Climb maintain 5,000, 35010 minutes after. Departure is 128.12, squawk 1672.
Delta 585, readback is correct. Push and start at your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
Push and start at discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Delta 585.
And Delta 585, you can expect runway 4 left.
The
Information November is current.
range is
4 left,
in
Delta 585.
ZNY general policy.
It's actually a VATSIM policy, which is interesting that it's in the ZNY general policy. How's the audio mix on my stream, Dennis?
Oh, I have it muted. Hang on.
Okay. I've been having some issues getting it right. If you go back like 30 or 45 seconds, you'll hear a clearance I'm giving.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
I forgot YouTube is... That's a big benefit of YouTube is you can rewind while the stream is still going.
Yes, but I haven't figured out yet how to stream in HD. That might be something that you have to do after you get a certain number of followers or something. I don't know. Because I watched back some of my stream that I did the other night, and it's hard to read the data tags and stuff. And I don't want to make them bigger because then it annoys me on my scope.
You're using OBS?
Streamlabs OBS. Oh, it's basically OBS for dummies. I do have the full OBS, which I used to use, but Streamlabs is easier, it seems. Plus, you can get the overlays in set up on it much easier. I'm also worried about mixing up the direction of the taxiways at Kennedy. Alpha's clockwise, Bravo's counterclockwise. Don't forget. Oh, I'm gonna have to relearn PRDs. A lot of the PRDs are exactly the same for Kennedy or for Newark and LaGuardia, but they're different for Kennedy, it looks like.
Oh, that's annoying.
Like Atlanta from Kennedy goes through Robbinsville instead of whatever Park or Biggie or whatever it is from Newark.
Atlanta is Lana.
That's right, Lana. Lana, J48, Flask, Ozzy. Although we really don't need PRDs going to Atlanta.
Makes our lives easier, I think.
Yeah, but it could make the en route lives not so easy.
Good morning to you, American 2428 Heavy, cross TT right at Foxtrot.
American 2428 Heavy, New York. Correction, Kennedy ground. Good morning. Where are you entering today?
It's alright with you, we'll just taxi straight ahead to the gate.
American 2428 Heavy, roger. Taxi straight ahead, Foxtrot into the ramp. Have a good day.
Foxtrot into the ramp, see American 2428 Heavy.
Well, that is not at all correct. American's gonna go park at the JetBlue ramp.
Whatever, it's fine. Park wherever. Honestly, if I'm flying in the sim, like, the part I care about the least is what gate I'm parked at.
See, I'm weird like that. If I'm doing an airline flight, I will go and actually look at the route and
November, ready to taxi.
see if they have the gates and everything listed. If they do, I use the actual gates.
Kennedy ground, Delta 55 with November, ready to taxi.
Delta 585, runway 4 left, taxi via
One of the
Alpha
things that's
Kilo,
funny
hold
is,
short, runway 31 left.
Alpha
JetBlue
Kilo, hold short,
is
31 left,
that,
Delta 585.
LaGuardia are turning towards the MAT, but I'd say 60% of them don't know that JetBlue parks at the MAT, so they either ignore me and turn the wrong way, or they ask why I'm turning them the wrong way.
Yes.
And then I had another guy who knew the gate he wanted. He's like, oh, I'm going to gate Alpha 3. So I turned him towards the MAT, and he's like, no, we're going the other way. I'm like, the gate you requested is on this side. He's like, stand by a couple minutes. He came back and he's like, did JetBlue move? Like, yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh, I can't even say the thing I wanted to say. When they cross 31 left tower, it's on 1239. Good night.
Why do you want to say that?
I don't know. I'd hear it a lot in live ATC.
Oh. We don't even have tower on that frequency on the network. What's it, 19.1?
It is set up 1239, but that's the second tower at Kennedy.
Yeah.
Delta 585 on the short, 31 left.
Delta 585, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, departures on 128.12. Have a good flight.
Cross 31 left at Kilo, going to departure, Delta 585, see ya.
Kennedy ground, Connie 907 Heavy, on Foxtrot Bravo, taxiing to the north, cargo.
Connie 907 Heavy, Kennedy ground, good morning. Taxi Foxtrot Bravo Charlie to the cargo terminal.
Foxtrot Bravo Charlie, cargo terminal, Connie 907.
You gotta love that. I tell them cross runway 22 right, then contact Kennedy correct.
Yeah, they both called me before they crossed. But I know that happens at Newark a lot too, so I just figured that you had given them the instructions to cross.
Yeah.
Contact ground on the other side. We'll see you.
And by contact ground on the other side, I mean contact them now before you cross. I don't know why they can't just put this climb procedure into the Kennedy 5 departure. So I don't have to read it to everybody.
So I got dressed, so we're off to a good start.
Well, you're a step ahead of me.
I got dressed because I just had to go down and get some mail from my mom's house down the street, so I had to get dressed for that. Otherwise, I have no plans to go anywhere for the next 3 days.
Well, so I've been like procrastinating on taking out my trash because it's been so cold. I'm like, oh, it's got to be warmer than this tomorrow. I'll take it out tomorrow. And like every day I wake up and it's like 2 degrees colder than the day before.
Yeah, it was nice last night. It was still cold, but it wasn't cold and you didn't have the piercing wind like we had the couple nights before.
Yeah, I should have done it last night. Oh well. I'm going to have to do it today because I got no more room. And I didn't bring my bike inside yesterday. I'll do that. Really don't want to go outside.
Aircraft calling. I got only static, no audio
Better
transmission.
do it before tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to do it today. I'm going to take the trash out and bring my bike inside.
Clinton, is this storm gonna hit you guys?
Oh yeah, my company is closed as of 9 o'clock this morning until further notice.
Nice.
Because, you know, the commercial vehicle restrictions kind of put a damper on that.
Right.
Oh, god damn it. Sorry, John.
New York ground, Philippine 127, good evening.
No,
Busted
I don't
Kennedy
know
to
what
airspace.
he's not flying the tennis, but
Philippine
he's not
127 Kennedy ground, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Philippine 127 Kennedy ground, good morning.
I guess he...
Philippine 127, Airbus 320 with basics. We have information November. Request IFR clearance to Hartsfield, Jackson, flight level 340.
Philippine 127 cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Robbinsville, then as filed.
Right.
Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level tree 40 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 1631.
Yeah, so that makes sense. If they're going south, Nathan's to go south.
Philippine 127 cleared for Hartsfield, Jacksonville via Kennedy 5 and expect runway heading for 15 nautical miles and turn right heading 100 and maintain 5,000 and expect 340 after 5,000.
squawk code 1631.
Philippine 127 readback is correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start is your discretion. Advised, ready for taxi.
Expect you 4 left for departure. To call when ready to taxi, Philippine 127.
Hey Dennis, can you give Delta 8818 a scratch pad entry for me for a second? Just redo it. So I want to see something.
Sure.
I wish there was a radar mode that. Oh, see, ground doesn't even give you the gate.
What do you mean ground doesn't give you the gate?
In terms of data blocks, radar. I'm working with my my little map for the departure end of the runway, and I like simple because I like to just know like who's in what order. You know, but it'd be nice if I could do like
Aircraft
the
calling
name
still
and
only
then
static.
whatever's in their scratch pad. Like, I think that would be
Ground JetBlue
cool.
1919 radio check.
Name, scratch
JetBlue
pad,
1919 Kennedy ground, got you 5 by
as
5.
as an option.
What do you see in simple?
Simple, you just see name.
Oh.
Kennedy ground, JetBlue 780
Which
radio.
I like, because I don't want this.
JetBlue 780 Kennedy ground, got you 5 by 5.
overpopulated with info. I just want to know who's in what order, so I know.
Roger 5 by 5 to JetBlue 1919 and requesting IFR clearance to Atlanta.
The type and the scratch pad.
JetBlue 1919, you're cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport Kennedy 5 departure. Accept fly runway heading to 1.5 DME from the Kennedy VOR. Then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Robbinsville. Then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 360 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12. Squawk 1563.
Roger, we're cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. JFK 5, Kennedy 5 departure, fly runway heading until 1.5 DME, and then fly heading 100. Radar vectors to Robbinsville, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 360 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.125, squawk 1563.
JetBlue 1919 readback is correct. Push and start is at your discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Expect 4 left.
Roger, push is our discretion. We'll call for taxi and expect runway 4 left for departure. JetBlue 1919.
And ground, JetBlue 780 ready to copy IFR 20.
JetBlue 780 Kennedy ground, clearance on request. Standby.
Kennedy ground, JetBlue 526, clear of 4 left at Foxtrot, requesting taxi to the gate, please.
JetBlue 526 Kennedy ground, good morning. Where are you going in today?
Terminal 5, gate 22 if it's available.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were John. Sorry. Okay, cool. Frontier, sorry.
JetBlue 526 taxi to parking via Bravo and Delta Alpha.
Sorry, Rudy. You don't
Bravo,
have to
Delta Alpha,
send that.
JetBlue 526.
It's not in. It's really not in the SOP, so you don't have to.
JetBlue 780, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Here I come to save the day.
Is that Mighty Mouse?
Yep. Or Underdog. Which one? One of the two.
JetBlue 780, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Kennedy ground, hello, Delta 327 with you, just cross 22 right on Foxtrot.
Delta 327 Kennedy ground, good morning. Where are you going in today?
Anywhere, sir. I'm not on wave, as long as it's close.
Alright, Delta 327, taxi to parking via left Alpha, and you can enter at Golf.
Left Alpha and enter Golf, thank you, Delta 327.
JetBlue 780 Kennedy ground, you there?
Yeah, can you hear?
JetBlue 780, yep, I got you now. Are you ready to copy clearance?
Here, ready to copy.
JetBlue 780, you're clear to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Robbinsville, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 340 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1661. Sorry, John, I was giving a clearance. No, I'm not.
And JetBlue 780 is clear to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson VAT Kennedy 5 departure, except runway heading to 1.5 DME, right turn heading 100, radar vectors Robbinsville, then as filed, climb maintain 5,000, expect flight level 340 minutes after departure on 128.12, squawk 166.
JetBlue 780 readback is correct. Information November is current. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
So what do we think's gonna
Near
happen
ground,
when
Philippine
Americans
127,
explain
ready
to
to taxi.
Philippine 127, runway 4 left, taxi via left on Bravo. Kilo, hold short, runway 31 left.
What do you mean?
Philippine 17, to taxi to 04 left, turn left Bravo, Kilo, and hold short 31 left.
He'll probably go runway heading. I wish there was a feature where strips would get deleted when another controller takes the data tag.
Is that not an option?
It
There's-
is an option in VRC.
I'm just seeing delete strip when dropping track, delete strip when pushed manually, and delete strip when controller accepts handoff.
Oh, not if you...
Not if just someone accepts the track and that's that.
Yeah, if you didn't own it, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Is that a vacuum cleaner in the background?
Probably. I have a little bit of delay on my my thing.
Echo.
Ready for the company.
Pinch hitting for Pedro Barbone.
Can you tell Delta 8818 to fix this squawk so I can see this theory of yours?
Yeah, I'll give it to him in a minute. He hasn't called me for taxi yet.
Well, that's a bingo square if he calls for taxi before fixing his transponder.
Is it now? I got one earlier. I got a couple earlier.
So who's winning the bingo and what's the prize?
We have had 3 winners so far.
And it's a huge cup of coffee out of Dunkin' Donuts.
Exactly. Or Tim Hortons if you're in Canada.
There you go.
It's in the LaGuardia cab description. And so far, myself, Dennis, and Gary have gotten bingos. Dennis actually had a double.
I got a double bingo on one airplane last night.
Rudy, you're good.
Okay, good.
And yes, I did both mark my winning card. Hang on.
Hang on, didn't Dennis create the bingo?
Yep.
Seems rigged to me.
It was a group effort.
It generates a new card every time.
Delta 327,
This was
gate
my,
6,
young
engines
car.
off there. Thanks so much indeed for your service today.
No problem. Thanks for flying in. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day yourself. Catch you soon. Bye-bye now.
Europeans are so nice.
Unlike the grumpy approach controller.
Don't tell me you yelled at Delta 327.
No, I was yelling at somebody last night.
Well, that's par for the course when you're working Kennedy.
Yeah, this is the kid that freaked out because I was vectoring over Manhattan at 4,000 for Expressway Visual 3-1.
Dennis, your next airport's gonna have to be Kennedy, so you can do Kennedy bingo.
Nope. I disagree. I think everybody that starts at LaGuardia should go to Newark second. Everybody that starts at Newark should go to LaGuardia second. Because they interact in ways that Kennedy and LaGuardia don't interact.
I don't want to go to Kennedy. That's the thing, is like from what I've heard, the pilots at LaGuardia are a million times better than Kennedy.
Well, yeah, because it's Kennedy, so everybody that gets Flight Simulator, the first thing they want to do, let's go to Kennedy, just because it's Kennedy.
Yeah.
Because it's a big open airport.
Philippine 127, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, and contact New York approach 128.12. Have a good flight.
I'll have every tool in my toolbox by then to deal with that.
Philippine 127, cross 31 left Kilo, and contact departure 28.12, Philippine 127.
By the way, the proper phraseology is break for bingo.
This is my first time actually working Kennedy, but I feel like I've seen in passing when I was working other positions, there's a lot more text pilots at Kennedy too.
Yeah, there is, and that's a problem for a knucklehead like myself.
I mean, is some of that just people not confident in their English skills?
More than likely.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And the other part is the people that have just gotten Flight Sim or just got VATSIM don't have the ability to use voice yet.
But they have speakers.
Yeah, I see. Okay, see, the English one I'll give credit to, because I took like 7 years of French, and conversationally I'm terrible, but I'm much better at reading and writing it. But like when it's somebody
Kennedy ground, JetBlue 1919, ready for push.
Around me, put in headphones.
JetBlue 1919, push and start is at your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
Like my one text pilot last night.
Roger, push and start at our discretion. Advise ready for taxi. JetBlue 1919.
He went the wrong way on a taxiway, and before I could have enough time to like help him, it was like I had to type in hold position, had to wait for him to see it, read it, acknowledge it, and by then, of course, the last little taxiway I could have potentially saved them from a whole tour of the airport. He was past it. It's like, ugh. And I was trying to get him out for in-trail sequencing, because I had him, and then a Chicago guy, and then 2 more Boston guys. It was like, oh, I could have made this work really well, and of course he blew it. Can't all be Tobias, Dennis.
Yeah.
Like they say I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I
Oh, John, you can't leave.
Yeah, I know.
I just got here.
Yeah, I gotta. Unfortunately, I'm going to a wake at about 2 o'clock.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's no good.
Yeah, my friend's father passed away, liver cancer.
Yardley, I'm back.
Ready.
It's not snowing up there yet, is it?
Delta 8818, flight attendant 6 departure, wind 05.
No, it's not. It's not snowing on Long Island yet that I know of.
You guys supposed to get much up there?
Yeah, depending on the track, we can get anywhere from 6 inches to a foot.
So
I'm
it's
upstate. We're expecting 18.
So it's gonna be, what you're saying is N90 is gonna be busy tonight because everybody loves to fly in the snow.
Yeah, and they love to skid off the runway.
Yeah, we've got tomorrow 12 to 18 in Jersey.
Tonight's going to be fun.
We go on ILS 13.
Oh, well, Pat's got his dinner party tonight. He's not going to be able to come for the fun.
I'll come after dinner.
I'll be here. Don't you worry.
I was gonna.
Ooh, I love ILS.
I was looking forward to giving Pat Tower during this disaster.
Yeah, especially if it's ILS 13.
Got another bingo square, biggie transition.
All right. This guy might be runway heading. We'll see if he turns.
By the way, Pat, stop saying fly the 10 at 6 departure.
Yeah, they didn't get it the first time.
That was a VATSIMism that we're getting rid of. You don't give them
wait,
the
what was
departure.
this?
You don't give them the departure procedure in the takeoff clearance. You just say runway 13 clear for takeoff.
Cool. Thank you.
Because they've been given the departure procedure by delivery. If they haven't understood it, they're not going to understand it again if you say it again.
Okay. Same thing with the climb, or do you want to keep climbs?
No, you shouldn't have to say the climb either because it's also been given by delivery.
Great. I'm just confirming, that's all.
Yeah, and headings are supposed to be given by delivery, but they're not always yet because it's not in the SOP to do that.
I give the headings off at 3-1.
After departure, fly heading 360.
You can just say, that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable to do that, but you can also just tell them to fly heading 360 or turn right heading 360. Any one of those phraseologies is acceptable.
I'm saying as a clearance delivery versus tower. Yeah, tower, I was...
Oh, clearance delivery, you would just say something like LaGuardia 5 or 6. Is this? Oh, God, it's right. It's up to 7 now. LaGuardia 7 departure heading 340.
Gotcha.
Does the SOP say that that clearance is supposed to do that? Because I didn't.
No, I think Switzerland was just saying.
Yeah, it's not updated yet, but that's the way they do it real world.
Are you able to hand directly off to Boston if they're going direct to a Boston gate?
Yes, it's in actually in the LOA that you do that. It's not for some reason in the LOA to hand off directly to Washington Center, but I oftentimes do, especially if they're landing in Potomac Tracon.
Okay.
And you can always just flash the handoff to Washington, and they'll either accept it or deny it. If they're going to Potomac, they're almost always accept it.
That's what I do on Philly with Boston, is if New York's not online, and it depends on the Boston controller, like, Sheed will do it, others won't.
Kevin, can you set American's voice tag?
Which one? The one taxiing?
American 623, yeah. Thank you.
I have updated my PDCs to include the new climb procedure.
Excellent.
And then we'll have new PDCs for, well, not PDCs, but we'll have new alias commands for Park Visual 31.
What about the river visual?
Is that new procedure?
It's not new.
It's been out for a while.
Oh, do we not have alias though for it?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
There's no alias for the river visual, actually, but, it's pretty simple.
Dennis and I were realizing that last night on the LaGuardia Tower video map. The towers that will be used for the Park Visual is.
Where's
on the video
Terminal
map.
4?
That's the really big international terminal.
Oh, I see it. Northwest 1999 Heavy Kennedy Ground. Good evening. Taxi to parking via left Alpha.
We almost got another There's a guy going for a push and start onto Alpha.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
valid.
I couldn't find Terminal 4 because it's labeled International Terminal 4. So the Terminal 4 was
Kennedy
kind of
Ground,
hidden.
JetBlue 1919, we're ready to go.
JetBlue 1919, runway 4 left, taxi via right
I wanna
on
do a
Alpha, hold
diagram
short of
for
Foxtrot.
VRC that shows different lines following
Roger, right Alpha, hold short Foxtrot, JetBlue
what will be
1919.
used at the Park Visual. And then what we do is, if they stay within a certain line, you know, it's a 10 out of 10. If they go
Kennedy
outside of it,
Ground,
it's
JetBlue
like,
780
7
ready,
out of
taxi
10.
runway 4 left.
Do we tell them
JetBlue
to slow
780,
down?
runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha, follow company.
And, well,
Top 12 company,
JetBlue is a 5 out of 10. Left turn when able,
the-
contract ground 121.7. We'll see ya.
See, the Park Visual is going to be in their FMC, so there's really going to be. It's not going to be a mess like the Expressway was.
Will it though? LaGuardia 7's not in their FMC.
Yeah, because you can't encode the climbs.
Yeah, the river visual's kind of the same thing, but it comes from the north, doesn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, you did send the river visual.
The
Never
whole
mind.
thing with the Park Visual is that is intended to. Stand by.
American 4200 best had better fix his flight plan.
Oh, is he at LaGuardia now?
Yeah, he's at LaGuardia now, but wait, was he with you?
No, he wasn't with me, but he was on the ground at Kennedy and then
So-
disconnected.
The intent is for that procedure to be the RNAV X-ray to runway 31, but they're not doing flight checks during the pandemic, so they can't flight check it. So it has to be a visual approach until they can flight check it.
JetBlue 1919, continue Alpha,
really?
Kilo, hold short of
so
31
once they
left.
can flight check it, that won't be a visual approach. It'll just be the
RNAV 31.
RNAV X-ray.
Alpha Kilo, hold short,
Interesting.
31 left, JetBlue 1919.
The river visual actually seems like a pretty straightforward visual approach. Is that also going to become an RNAV, or
I don't know why we don't use it.
it's solid? I guess the one thing that we're worried about people not having Columbia in their scenery.
What's this for?
The river visual 1-3 at LaGuardia. They turn towards 1-3 over Columbia University.
Yeah, that's my beef with the expressway visual, because the only scenery that I know of that has the twin white tanks is the Polish scenery.
My old shitty FSX scenery has not specifically the tanks in terms of what they look like, but they have two things that resemble the tanks where they should be. And then they have the highway and then the park. So
Yeah, I haven't seen the tanks, but I have, I have seen not City Field, but in the older FSX, the Shea Stadium and Belmont Raceway, and I haven't seen the Aqueduct, which I think they should.
yeah. Well, and what's nice too is even in my old shitty FSX scenery, they have the new towers for the park. So I'm assuming. I mean,
Yeah, but they're going to be in the wrong spot.
really?
I found this out when I went to go look for my tower at High Island. It shows it on Orchard Beach. So my guess is because the FCC's database is all in NAD 27 and everything GPS is in WGS 84, that they didn't do the conversion.
JetBlue 1919,
all the
cross runway
obstructions
31 left
are
at
slightly
Kilo.
wrong
Hold,
place.
correction, contact departure
Yeah, but I mean, it's
128.12.
still
Have a
gonna
good
be
flight.
Something.
Yeah.
Cross 31 left at Kilo and contact departure 128.
What are they flying?
128.5. JetBlue 1919.
The same thing, basically.
128.12.
The expressway to the park.
Roger, 128.125 for JetBlue 1919.
You're just turning.
JetBlue 780, continue Alpha
turning
Kilo, cross
right
runway
into
31 left
towers.
at Kilo,
It
contact
doesn't
departure
say to follow the expressway,
128.12.
but
Have a
I
good flight.
plotted it in Google Earth, and you're still following the
Continue
expressway.
Kilo, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, contact departure 128 and 12. Have a good flight. Have a good flight. Thank you, JetBlue 780.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is it's super simple. Like you go to the tanks, you turn right, and you follow the expressway.
Both expressways.
Because then it turns right at the Grand Central Parkway towards the park, and then you fly over. Because it takes you what? It takes you east of City Field.
Yeah, it's east
over
of
the-
City Field over the Van Wyck.
Yeah.
I would argue that you don't need Columbia University to fly the river visual, but this is VATSIM also. So you could just tell when you need to turn final for 1-3.
Yeah, I mean, if you had your... Well, hold on, is the LaGuardia VOR still operational in VATSIM?
You don't...
Well,
all VORs are operational in VATSIM.
No, I thought they decommissioned the LaGuardia VOR.
Well, you have to update your sim to have the VOR not work.
But just so I know I'm not crazy, the LaGuardia VOR in real life... In real life is still a thing?
Yeah, till... looks like some of the stars aren't going away till 2022 or 23.
Oh, I thought it was decommissioned. My apologies.
No, it's still a thing. It's on the
Oh,
list.
it's the outer marker that's...
The outer marker's gone, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Canarsie is out of service, but it's technically not decommissioned yet.
Yeah, so just fly the river, tune in your OBS 134, and then...
Yeah, but you don't even need that. You just look at the airport and make a right to enter final for 1-3.
I mean, the expressway should also be super simple, but the river visual is you're on a base over the river.
Yes, but we've seen the inability for pilots on VATSIM to look out the window.
That's why I said this. I would say you don't need the university, but this is VATSIM.
I would just say on VATSIM, you can't do anything. If your FMC can't do it, the pilot can't do it.
That's not always true.
Pilots that have flown it a couple of times, but it's very rare.
Yeah, there are good VATSIM pilots, and there, to be honest, there's a lot of good VATSIM pilots. They're just outnumbered by the ones who don't take the time to actually learn.
Right. That's but.
And they're not all flying in ZMY.
If you've got a third of people that are FMs or that are actual like good pilots, I mean I'd say that's a pretty fair number. A third of them know what they're doing. I would say 2/3 of them, if the FMC can't do it, they can't do it. I mean, why are we running the RNAV departures off of 1-3 when they would do the Whitestone climb in real life? Because turning to two headings is too complicated.
I'm not sure why we're still doing that, because we got rid of the RNAV departure procedure at Newark because they don't use it in real life. So I'm not sure why we haven't done that at LaGuardia. My only guess is because of Kennedy. We used to always assign the port out of Newark, but they never do that real world, so we stopped doing that when the new management took over.
I mean, we'd get a whole new category of bingo squares if we started giving out the Whitestone climb.
I think we should.
I think we should too.
I am a proponent of holding pilots to the standard that they should be able to fly. I am also well aware that that will not end well, but I still think we should do it.
Hey, you sign up for VATSIM for the realism.
Which is why I always check the real ATIS And if the runway's closed, I close the runway on VATSIM. I don't care that some people say you're not supposed to do that.
I would say it's closed, and then if somebody requests it, fine, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about VATSIM. You really can't deny anything.
Yeah, because you can
other than like
Concorde
emergencies
takeoff.
and stuff like that.
Let's say you can have a Concorde take off and have a Cessna 172 saying, "We don't care about wake turbulence. We want to go now."
Because I think a big reason of why you can't deny things is because they'll just disconnect and do what they want and then reconnect after they've done what they wanted and you wouldn't let them do, and then you would have to deal with it anyway.
And that brings up another thing: is why are you allowed to connect in the air? That I feel like that would be even worse than connecting on a runway, to be honest.
Depends
No,
on the
because
situation.
if you're doing long haul, you can't stay connected all night.
Yeah,
The
that
other
I
thing to do is
understand.
The other thing to do is to log on while you're in the air as an observer, and then contact the controller that's that's covering that area, and ask him if he can log in and tell him exactly where you are.
I've actually
It
had
would be
people
nice
do
to
that.
let you switch between observer and pilot, like while connected, so that you could talk to the controller, and if he says yes, just like go to a drop down and spawn in.
I don't know if this. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if this is in the COC or not, but I also think you shouldn't be allowed to spawn in any Class Bravo or Charlie airspace.
Yeah, that's not in the COC, and it should be a thing.
Because last night we had that guy pop up in the skyline, pretty much on the edge of my airspace, and Cam was like, "Do you want him?" I was like, "At this point, no." You're covering where he got him.
Did he pop up or did he just climb out of where he wasn't in radar coverage?
He popped up.
Okay.
Well, and then yeah, some people, like, I forget who was saying they told somebody they couldn't do something, and then they took off, and like, I don't know if that was you, John, but like right off the departure end of the runway reconnected.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. They'll just disconnect, do what they want, and then reconnect.
Yeah, like that guy on Joe's stream.
Yeah, but that, that's probably not a COC. Like, that should be in the COC, that you cannot disconnect and reconnect for the purpose of not complying with an instruction.
Well, that goes back to our whole conversation last night about if you cancel flight following because you want to do something that the controller doesn't want you to do.
Right.
I mean, that's as long as it's outside the Bravo, that is fine. You can't cancel flight following inside the Bravo, though. So I don't know the situation you're referring to.
The situation we were referring to is, let's say you have an MOA that's, it's not hot or anything, and you can fly through it. Air traffic controllers are not supposed to vector you through, even if you're on flight following and you're VFR, they're not supposed to send you through an MOA. So they're saying that if Dennis was saying that, like, people have said they've gotten the vectors around it and then they just cancel VFR because they want to go through it, and then they get right down the phone number, which I don't agree with, because I think you're allowed to do that if you're not on flight following, if you're squawking 1200. So if you're, by canceling flight following, you're basically saying, I understand my responsibilities as the pilot to go through this, and I'm electing to go through it.
Yeah, and I don't see any reason why a controller, like you said, if it's not hot, if an aircraft does that, the controller should not care, because he's done his job of keeping him clear of it either way. If the pilot decides to do it on his own, that's on the pilot.
Yeah, exactly. Like, part of having your private pilot certificate is understanding the different types of airspace and what is associated with that.
By the way, guess who's going to be doing some of the narrations for the VAT USA
Oh, you
training?
too?
Yep.
Oh, I'm doing it too.
Wow, nobody asked me. I feel slighted.
Did you audition?
No. I didn't even know there was an audition.
Carl posted it.
In Discord, I guess?
What you get for not being in Discord.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is this?
VAT USA Carl posted a thing that USA was looking for narrators for their training material.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, we're gonna have pretty good New York representation.
Yeah, I don't.
Hell
I didn't
yeah,
want to do it
represent.
anyway.
Did you turn American 836 that way, or did he do that on his own?
No, I did that. I told him turn left, but I didn't realize how slow he was going, so that turned real quick on me. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oops."
that's why I saw him turn. I was like, that's a really tight turn. I got to see if he went direct because that's a bingo square. And bonus, he's going to biggie. Yeah, I was saying last night. I realized
I'm
that
not a good I'm not a good voice actor.
that's. I figured you wouldn't audition since you were like, oh, I hate my voice.
I do other voices. I do a kick-ass Elmo, but
you could narrate in Elmo's voice. I bet they would have accepted.
Just so you know, one of these days, you guys are going to be controlling. You're going to see an aircraft spawn at LaGuardia or Newark, depending on who's on, and it's going to have the tag ELM001.
Elmira 1.
Elmo 1.
I think you should control with the Elmo voice.
No, I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to do it with a straight face. Because at least as the pilot, I only have to say like a couple of things. But if I had to control all night, it's like an Elmo voice. I'd shoot myself.
Pat, I think that you should narrate that USA training as Derek.
Fuck, man. Fuck. You know, I was just thinking like, okay, work some planes tonight. You see what I mean? See? So if you're pointing them like this way, right? You gotta solve the problem. Front load the problem, man. Come on. Fuck.
Did you just say front load the problem?
Yep. Whoa, 4 planes at Newark.
We're cranking
Coming
it
hot
up.
this morning.
There's 2 at Kennedy. I don't know what you're getting all excited about.
We got 3 at LaGuardia.
That seems about right. I finally start working Kennedy, and then Kennedy has no traffic.
Wait till you get to Philly. You'll be overwhelmed.
I don't know if I'm ever going to Philly.
Don't say that.
They sound like me.
I mean, once I get
I'm never going to Philly. Hello, Philly ground.
Once I get N90, I don't know if I need to go any farther.
You're just happy there.
What more is there?
Center.
What more is there?
To go to Philly.
Liberty. I feel like Liberty would be fun. Merge airplanes. I actually think that'd be super fun.
Liberty.
I mean, approach merges airplanes too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Liberty would just be a really fun sector.
It would be when it's busy. Like if you got Boston departures coming out of all 3 airports.
Yeah.
But the problem is, even for events, you're really only dealing with 1 airport anyway, so you have your spacing already.
Yeah, it's almost like you gotta do an N90 event.
I just handed this guy off to John.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm fine.
Potential aircraft Kennedy information Oscar is now current altimeter 30 tree.
I got one more arrival. He's still another 15 miles out, so.
Whisper. I didn't know if you were subtly referring to Oh wait, you're streaming. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
What? I'm confused.
You should be.
Send it in text.
Oh, you don't even need the LaGuardia VOR for River Visual. It's called out, but it's not.
You can use the localizer.
Yeah, it says to use the localizer. Depicted as using the localizer.
Yeah, that diagram I posted, that was land and depart 1-3, so. That's what I observed on FlightAware, what they were doing.
I gotta look. Are there configs that land 1-3 and depart something else?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, if we're landing. Oh, there's land 1-3 depart 4. Okay. Oh, that's only for severe IMC.
Potential aircraft Kennedy ground will return in about 5 minutes.
You know what you should also have for bingo square? That may not be good for, local, but for departure, when you clear somebody up to 17,000 and they stay at 17,000, even though there's no center on.
Stays at last cleared altitude on Unicom.
And then they call up and say, hey, can I climb higher?
Do you tell them resume on navigation?
Yeah, I don't, unfortunately. So
I'll private message them if I see it, and I'll just say like, hey, just so you know, once you get handed off to Unicom, at that point it's resume on navigation.
Per your clearance, though, don't be an asshole.
Because a lot of times they just don't know, like they just doing what they were last told.
Next time I'm working ground with you, Pat, I'm gonna test out the Whitestone climb. Go see what happens.
Just put it in the flight plan, so I know that you're doing it.
Oh yeah. See, we can tell Clinton what a mess it is.
You should wait until Clinton's on departure, wait until Clinton's on HARP and then do it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So then you can give him the Whitestone climb and have him have to deal with it being a hot mess.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Not such a good idea now, is it?
Alright, but now I gotta look at that procedure real quick, because there's terms involved.
Yeah, it's very complicated. There's a right turn, and then there's a left.
You log off? Yep. Alright guys, I will be on later tonight.
Yep. Yeah, one of you LaGuardia guys, since when was there Bronx climb of the LaGuardia?
Since the LaGuardia 6, which was over the summer.
Silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I just updated the air rack in my Embraers and my 7.5, so I'm gonna have to see what they included in it.
Dude, I wish they would come out with like a proper Embraer for like P3D or something like that. Like that's actually like, I don't know, realistic.
Yeah, I'm sure those of you who actually fly it in real life, You know, for a knucklehead like myself, it's perfect. You know, like forgetting to reset my trim on takeoff, and you know, the plane just going out of control.
Yeah.
Whoops. Little power on stall. It's fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yardley LaGuardia ground.
Stand by 30 seconds. Good.
You're not covering LaGuardia, are you?
Nope.
Roger.
Kevin, you want to hop on LaGuardia ground? I think who's covering ground right now?
I'm covering ground right now.
Oh, you are. Never mind. Hey, where have I been for the past hour and a half? Clinton, you back on? Okay. Yeah, so as soon as Speedbird lands, I'm going to head on out. Yeah, I got to delouse. Yeah, it's supposed to start tonight over here, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I gotta get all my chores done today so I can do this tonight.
I remember one guy wanting VFR on a night that's snowing like crazy, and he finally takes off and he goes, I gotta come back. Screw this.
my you know, and I assume, like I'm supposed to, because I can't assume that every pilot is confident, even though I should, that if they request VFR on a bad weather night, that they've got their weather set to VFR because they're allowed to. This guy wants the Skyline route, so I takes off and proceed direct to George Washington Bridge. Can you give us vectors? Like, can you see the bridge? I can't see anything. He ended up crashing. So one less problem for me.
Good morning, everyone.
Yo.
Good afternoon.
Laughing Gas, good morning. I'm not, it really depends.
Saw it this morning. It's brand
It's probably going to be busy later tonight because there's a snowstorm coming into the area, so people love to fly into bad weather.
Look at that.
I need a fourth monitor now for my stream chat.
Can't just use like a laptop or something.
I don't have room on my desk for a laptop. I do have a laptop though. I don't have room for a fourth monitor, but I can mount it on the wall.
Fourth monitor, but not a port on my video card.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I currently have one running HDMI, and the other one is the old school connection, and I think the other one is crap. What's the new one called?
The
DisplayPort?
USB-C?
Yeah, DisplayPort.
I think I've got
And,
one monitor that's HDMI. I've got the two main monitors that are DisplayPort, and then my VR headset is DisplayPort.
I have one running VGA.
Nice.
I've seen a thing where people can use a tablet as another screen with like an extra piece of software.
Yeah, well, I could always just pull up my stream on my phone and set it in front of me, but
Oh, that's true.
I think that's what Sheed does. I think he does his stream chat on his phone.
I've been using X Display for some things, but the one thing I find with X Display, especially with running a Mac with Windows 10, a Mac Mini, I should say, my video RAM kind of bogs things down since it's all shared.
why do you want the Merit 6 departure to Boston? That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's another thing. You know, they filed in Boston with like Grecki, Merritt, Happy. You know, that's another square.
JFK ground, Speedbird 173, cross the 4 left.
Speedbird 173 Heavy, Kennedy ground, good morning. Where are you parking today?
Like, it's a great.
It's
I found it was a
same for
great
me.
way to cope with the bad pilots because at least you got something out of it instead of it just being annoying.
I'm sorry, say again?
Then it really does not
Then
help the second time that
2-4
happens.
is, it would be fine.
Like the second guy who took off and went direct, like, I was mad.
Speedbird
and I-
173
like, 'cause I
Heavy,
got nothing
taxi
out
to
of that,
parking
'cause I
via
already
left
had that swing.
Alpha.
Texas to parking via left
Yeah, the funny
Alpha,
thing with
Speedbird
these
173.
guys is they pre-file SIDs, which you don't do in the real world.
Well, that's a
SimBrief.
function of SimBrief. Yeah, because today I had somebody with
Speedbird 173 Heavy, you can enter at Kilo Fox for stand 24.
Get this route SimBrief and goes, yeah. So
Say again, please.
I believe you said you wanted stand 24. You can enter at Kilo Fox for that.
Kennedy.
Yeah, Kilo Foxtrot, 2-4, Speedbird 173.
J146 or something like
I
that.
don't know why, because SimBrief pulls from FlightAware, so and you don't get the SID in FlightAware, so I don't know why they end up in SimBrief.
Because somebody may actually file, and then it comes up as a kind of a preferred route.
But like nobody in the real world get the files with the SID. You get that from clearance. Why do all these guys show up when I want to sign off? It's like they know. There's another one.
Well, if you look in the case of Cleveland to LaGuardia, they actually have in FlightAware the SID, which is Pink Floyd, Direct Major, Keating, Milton 4.
The Pink Floyd 6?
Pink Floyd 1.
Maybe that's in their PRD. Let's look.
Well, certainly
the real. Let's look at the real.
The real deal, yo. But yeah, certainly out of the New York area, I wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, it's in the PRD. Pink Floyd 1 made, and so what they're filing is just what's in the PRD.
Right.
Which means that SID is probably good off every runway.
Right.
The thing with our airports is the SIDs change depending on the runway.
And
well, at least in
pilots,
LaGuardia.
Yeah, well, at Kennedy, the pilots don't necessarily know that the Merit, the Grecki, the Happy, and the Betty departures are for anybody that's joining a North Atlantic route.
I think
So
the
they'll
chart for those SIDs should say assigned by ATC only. But that wouldn't solve the issue because nobody reads the chart.
What's a chart? Yeah, the Pink Floyd one is good off of 6 or 2 4s.
Honestly, I don't really understand the reason of the Merit 6 departure or the Grecki 6 departure.
it's just a shorter way of going direct Grecki and then Judd's transition. As far as the clearance is concerned. Because you know automatically that the
Kennedy Ground, good day, this is Delta 89A, we're ready to copy clearance to Boston.
Vectors to Grecki.
Yeah, but you still have to say Grecki 6 departure, radar vectors, Grecki, Judd's transition, right?
Yeah.
Delta 8099, Kennedy Ground, good morning. Correction, good afternoon, clearance on request, standby.
I don't think they really should
Roger, we're somebody. Delta 89A.
on the chart.
Yeah, if people could actually read charts, you should only have to say Grecki 6 departure, because the chart tells you to expect vectors to Grecki.
Right.
Even in the real world, though, they tell you radar vectors, even if the chart says it.
Seems redundant. Delta 8099, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Yeah, off of Alpha Westchester, it's
Delta 8099, clear to the Boston Logan International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, accept fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Merit, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 210. 10 minutes after departure. That'll be your final cruise altitude today. Departures offline, squawk 1627.
Can you confirm only the heading after departure?
It's the Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then right heading 100.
Roger, we're clear to Boston Logan International Airport, Kennedy 5 departure. Runway heading 1.5 miles, then right heading 100, expect vector to Merit. Initial climb 5,000. Expect flight level 210 10 minutes after departure, squawk 1627, Delta 8099.
Delta 8099, readback is correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start is your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
Roger, pushback engine set up at this station. We'll call you for taxi. Expect runway 4 left for departure, Delta 8099.
He said, just to confirm, the Bronx climb is heading 044. I said, Bronx climb's heading 360. He's like, stand by. A minute later, he comes back. He's like, actually, it's heading 044 to 500 and then heading 360. I'm like, yes, don't hit any trees on your way.
I don't think there's any trees there.
There might be some trees on...
There's no trees in New York.
On, what's it called? Rikers Island. So, I was like, okay. And somebody said, I said it in TeamSpeak, and somebody said, well, now he's got no excuse to fuck it up.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to read the procedure to me, then, you know.
Yeah, you better. And I had the same thing with the expressway, too. Guy described it to me. He's like, we're at the tanks, and we're going to cross over the tanks at 2,500, and we're going to make a right turn and follow the expressway. Okay. I know what the expressway visual is, but now I know you do, too. excuses.
Kennedy ground, speedboat 173 at standard, Kilo Foxtrot 24, engines are off and we are disconnecting. Bye bye.
Thanks for flying in. Have a good day.
Snow has already started here.
It's been started here.
Philly?
I don't have it just yet by me.
Where are you, Kevin? Philly?
Correct.
I'm upstate. It's supposed to start around 5 o'clock here.
I think here in the mid-Hudson we were due for a little bit this afternoon, but mostly starting in earnest tonight.
I was saying before that past few days I've been needing to take my trash out, and I look at the temperature and I'm like, I'm not going outside. It's cold. I'll do it tomorrow. It's got to be warmer tomorrow. And every day I wake up and it's like 2 degrees colder. If it's snowing though, it should warm up. I think like the teens is a little too cold for snow.
Yeah, I think it was meant to by tomorrow morning.
Somebody asked in my stream chat, at what time is it busy? During an event.
Or just a Monday night if it's LaGuardia.
LaGuardia Ground just popped up in my list, and no, you've been here for a while. I don't know why you were not in my list.
Do you have POF turned on? Although, no, he'd be in your POF, obviously.
Viz range, if the other controller is moving around a little bit.
Is the other controller moving around?
Don't know, he's muted. There's fucking 5 guys on the ground and I want to go.
I'm sorry, what were you saying about LaGuardia Ground on your controller list?
Yeah, you weren't there and now you are. Were you moving your Viz range or something?
No, I was not. I was moving around on my scope, but I wasn't.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, if you move your scope, it moves your Viz range.
Okay, then I might have been moving my Viz
Yeah.
range.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird because I saw you pop up, but you were immediately dot braking.
It doesn't do that if you explicitly set it though, right? Is that accurate?
I'm not 100% sure.
Kevin,
If
have
you
ever done a
if you
.viz?
explicitly set Viz 2 or 3, I don't think it would move those, but I think Viz 1 is locked to where your radar is actually at, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, that's a workaround the Viz range limitations if you set multiple visibility centers.
So that you don't lose your aircraft at your field if you're moving around or anything like that.
Well, not that, just so you can
Ready to taxi, Delta
strategically
89.
place them to see stuff you want.
Oh yeah, sure.
Can you
So that
do
makes sense.
Well, I gotta...
Delta 8099, runway 4 left, taxi via November, Bravo,
Visibility center per
hold
second.
short of Kilo.
No, you can definitely do 2 and 3. But what Clinton is saying makes a lot of sense if you want to.
Taxi runway 4 left via November, Bravo, and hold short Kilo, Delta 89.
Gotta wire shark it later.
So like at Newark, it might make sense. You know, if you're on Newark Tower, it might make sense to like viz Newark and LaGuardia, so you can see things coming from a little bit further afield.
Well, you would want to go out farther than LaGuardia. You would want to go out to like around 100 miles. That way your two 50-mile rings would touch, and then you'd have coverage for the whole way across.
Oh yeah. If you need that much.
Right now, my viz range is set to 150, and
I don't want to see airplanes coming 150 miles away.
Who has it set to 150?
Me.
Oh, well, that's because you're on your approach.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Oh, we're talking about towers. Oh, oops, sorry.
Yeah, the workaround for the 20 and 50 mile viz limitations is to set multiple visibility centers. But if you're on V-Stars, you can't do that.
LaGuardia Tower, LaGuardia Ground.
Go ahead.
Frontier 985 has nothing in his FMC for Roy 1 Tree. What do you want me to do with him?
Give him the, where's he going?
Buffalo.
Give him the Whitestone climb.
Alright.
Fuck it, let's see what he can do.
I'm gonna assume nothing. If he doesn't,
Yeah, if he's complaining to air traffic control that he doesn't know how to work his FMC, then
unless he's in a default plane where the FMC sucks.
Well, like, what's the point of being on the network if you don't want to follow?
Delta 8099, check your transponder, squawk 1627.
One 627 on the box, so Delta 8099.
Delta 8099, thank you.
I need to keep track of other people who use the Denicisms.
Are you just making up your own words now?
Denicisms?
Yes.
Well, it's funny. It's like one of my complaints, and then Pat was really mad at somebody one night. He was he had a headache that day, and so he was already cranky, and then he was like yelling about this guy, and like in the mid sentence yelling about this guy. He's like, "Oh my God, I sound exactly like Dennis." Huh, that Cleveland to LaGuardia route, over half of it is the Star. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, and that's a bingo square because he didn't have LaGuardia. He couldn't find LaGuardia 7 departure in his FMC. Well,
All right.
I'm assuming 10 is 6 counts.
Actually, no. That's specific to the LaGuardia 7.
Alright, never mind then.
Sounds like he's gonna get headings.
I don't want to get. Well, he's not. I probably won't even have to deal with him if he's not. He's still at the gate. They're not like. Must not like you, Clinton. I got a Korean Airlines here.
He's not at Kennedy. Oh, you mean he's at LaGuardia?
Yeah, he's at LaGuardia.
I thought you just meant he's calling you.
No. I assume when the international pilots show up at LaGuardia, it's because they...
Delta 8099, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, no further ATC available, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Roger, switching cross runway 31 left via Kilo, also runway 04 left, and monitoring Unicom 112.8, Delta 89. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Sure, you can monitor Unicom 1112.8, that's fine.
Frequency change approved. Do whatever you want.
Exactly. Why is everybody leaving? Y'all act like you have lives or something.
I mean, my life is taking out the trash and moving my bike and getting ready to cook dinner for tonight.
Your life should be LaGuardia Tower.
I mean, basically it is if you look at my
It's
hours.
not so far from the truth.
I mean, my life is not Binghamton low approach. Oh, I opened up Google Earth to look at the... That's what I wanted to do. That's not even here. It doesn't follow the expressway exactly. It's like maybe a mile to the southwest of the expressway. Cool, got a guy on a 4-mile final who's not talking to me. This is great.
Just remember to bingo square.
Yeah? Oh, damn it. I just sent him a contact me. I could have made it a...
I feel like this bingo is going to interfere with your controlling. Wow, Delta actually made the turn. Even though there's no ATC, he didn't have to.
Did he make the turn or does FMC make the turn?
No, it's the Kennedy 5 departure. Except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God, but we can't say Whitestone climb. Oh, cool. Runway incursion.
That may be the first time I've ever seen anybody at LaGuardia vacate runway 4 onto runway 1 tree.
Yeah, it's not allowed, and he's just taxiing.
Is he with you?
I handed them to you. Did he call you yet?
Alright, I'm out of here. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, January 31st is a little late to be wishing me a Happy New Year.
It's never too late.
Chinese New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy Halloween. I don't think Korean Air does a LaGuardia to Boston route.
It's called cabotage.
Korean New Year is Friday, February 12th, so I guess the Happy New Year was appropriate. It's still 2 weeks away.
Are you lining up for 4 left? It looks like you are. Good job listening to the ATIS. Oh, never mind. He just blew through the localizer. He's correcting now.
You know what? Southwest 20 or American 2115. I'm not dealing with him anymore.
Yeah, just ignore him.
What's wrong?
He's in the non-movement area. It doesn't matter. He's an arrival in the non-movement area. He's not your problem anymore.
Except he's calling my frequency.
Looks like he's in the parking
Tell him
lot.
he's in the non-movement area.
But he's not actually saying anything. He's just keying up and not saying anything.
Oh, just send him a chat that says his mic is stuck.
Yeah, I'm going to if he keeps doing it.
Yeah, sometimes they don't know. They got a stuck switch or something.
Or their push to talk is set to shift and they're typing.
Looks like he's in a taxi stand.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, LaGuardia is undergoing so much change that who knows what the scenery is. Like that actually, he's probably, if he's got the new scenery with the new terminal that they haven't built yet, or that they're building, that he might be in the right place.
User joined your channel.
Wow, Kennedy Ground's on.
Yes, it is.
Are you coming on, or are you just hanging out?
Oh, hey, Jay.
Hello, hello. I just woke up.
All right, roll out of bed and LSO.
Is it busy?
These planes aren't going to boss themselves.
It's decently busy with traffic to Boston.
Alright, I'll hop on.
Jan, I have to at least log some time on Kennedy Ground before I move on.
Nah, you don't.
Wonder if I can get my sign off the same way I got the cert.
Wish I could get that for Harp. Hold on a second. LaGuardia local.
Go for local.
I'm coming on. What's your config?
We are Depart 13 ILS 4.
Oh, yes. All right, cool.
Got a guy calling me from outside my viz range.
Bingo.
I assume this Frontier flight is the one that doesn't have the departures.
Yeah, that's him.
Are you giving him turns, Dennis, or is he doing it on his own?
He's doing.
He's flying the Whitestone climb correctly?
After he said he didn't have the Tennis 6 departure, even though he's RNAV?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Clinton, can you try something on the website for me?
Maybe.
I just need somebody with permissions. Can you once logged in, just go to Carl's profile and tell me how long it takes to load.
Almost instantly.
Oh, thank God.
Did you do something specifically to Carl's profile?
No, it's to... The problem was people who have performed many actions. So that list that shows you what they've done.
Kennedy ground, Delta 397 requesting taxi to Terminal 4.
So that, wow, did we just
Delta
have a
397 Heavy
successful
Kennedy
one-time
ground, good morning. Continue straight ahead on Echo, cross runway 4 left at Echo, and hold short of 31 right.
Okay, continue Echo, cross 22 Ray, and hold short 31 right for
sample data I have here.
Delta 397.
It was working for Railroad, and I can't see any of that.
You can't see what?
I don't see any of the admin type stuff on the live site. I can only see it with sample data on the dev site.
Oh, I don't really have much admin, other than I can make training notes and give certifications.
Oh, do you get the actions history?
No.
Oh, well then this isn't a fair test. Okay. No.
Also, Carl has no connections in his list. Is that broken again?
That's suspicious. He should have center and all sorts of other stuff.
User joined your channel.
Ooh, yeah, I broke that for everybody. All right.
Where did all these planes come from at Kennedy all of a sudden?
Jan, do you have Southwest 2128?
I do.
I didn't hand them off, so that's cool.
And he also wasn't flying the Tennis 6, so...
Yeah.
Do you think he actually has to listen to your instructions?
I PM'd somebody today for switching before I handed him off. I said, just in the future, wait till I hand you off.
Oh, these guys are a mess. LNO also point out. Approved.
Don't do that.
Get good.
Good afternoon, New York ground. Canadian 1010 Heavy requesting IFR to Toronto with information Oscar.
Canadian 1010 Heavy, Kennedy ground,
Right, so
good morning.
Heading, so we will
Clearance on request, standby. Delta 397 Heavy, cross runway 31 right at Echo, Echo Alpha, and Alpha to the ramp. Have a good day.
I can't get a point out from LNO?
Not when it's yourself.
Was that for 397? I'm sorry.
Delta 397 Heavy, affirmative. Cross runway 31 right at Echo. Continue Echo, Echo Alpha, and Alpha to the ramp.
Cross 31 right, continue Echo, then Echo Alpha to the ramp, Delta 397.
He's probably still sleeping.
Yeah, he stays up really late. So I stayed up late too. I think I was up till 2 with Pat. There's one
Canadian 1010 Heavy, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Yeah, Pat worked Tower last
Ready to
night.
copy, Canadian 1010.
Got,
Canadian 1010 Heavy cleared to the Toronto
one
Pearson
VFR,
International
one
Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, accept fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Gale, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level tree 2010 minutes after departure. Departures offline, squawk 1600.
Canadian 5 departure, runway heading to 1.5 DME. Then a turn to 100 with vectors to Gale, then as filed, squawk 1600 for Canadian 1010 Heavy.
Canadian 1010 heavy readback is correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
Expecting 4 left, push and start our discretion. We'll call for taxi, Canadian 1010 heavy.
You off this week, Clinton?
Well, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are my days off anyway. So hopefully the snow won't be an issue by the time I'm supposed to go back to work.
I just found out an hour ago that I have been excused from work for Monday and Tuesday, which is very exciting.
That's nice.
Do you not work from home?
Not currently.
I still wish I could work from home.
Are you a truck driver?
Yes. Listen, if we can have American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim, there's no reason I can't remotely drive my truck from home.
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, that's right. So the Southwest who called you before I handed him off, he would have had Unicom from ground because you weren't signed on when he got his clearance.
Did Southwest go before the Delta?
Yep.
He actually was signed on because I told everybody on my frequency that departure was signing on.
Okay. LSO local.
Do any of you guys see me in the controller chat window?
Who are you?
Newark Ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
I do.
I just had a pilot tell me he didn't see me on my controller chat. He didn't know I was online.
Going on with
Where's
that.
your vis range?
I heard that from John
In
last
Newark.
night. There's something funky going on. John was saying he couldn't see people. He couldn't see Kennedy Tower last night.
Oh, who's on cam?
Oh, Brian's up. Did he just come up?
Yeah, I wonder if
Brian,
he's going to come talk to me.
He's covering all of cam.
Well, yes, he would be covering all of cam if he's logged on as cam.
Stand by.
I think he meant all of N90.
I heard a snarky comment right when somebody was talking to me. I'm guessing it was Clinton.
Of course.
You, you
I
said he's
also-
covering all of cam. I said yes, he would be covering all of cam when he's logged on as cam.
I know what you meant, Jan. You meant all of N90.
Thank you.
I take
got-
issue with this.
Clinton gave me the exact same snark when I wanted to know if Cam was the one providing tower services at Kennedy one night. So I said, Cam, are you covering Kennedy? Clinton was like, is Cam covering Kennedy? I'm like, yes, I know he's covering the Kennedy area. I want to know if he is currently Kennedy Tower.
I have an issue with cam being the primary frequency for all of N90.
What would you rather it be?
I would rather it be whatever you want to sign on as.
I thought that's what it was, because I think I've
Yeah,
seen...
you can't cover all of N90 from Yardley?
You
I've
can.
I've seen Yardley and Harp cover all of N90.
Yeah, you can, but I thought it was in the documentation somewhere that cam was supposed to be primary. But if you logged on as Yardley and then cam signed off, you could absorb it into Yardley.
LSO local.
Go for LSO.
I am going to sign off.
Are you guys kidding me?
I've been on for... How long have I been on? Like 2 hours?
That's why he asked if you were coming on, because he didn't want to leave when there was aircraft around.
Well, there's also no aircraft now.
Oh, good.
I am ready for the brief.
No planes.
And ATC number?
Ground has the ATIS. It is currently hotel.
Okay, I have no questions. My controls, Jerry.
Your control HG.
FedEx 463 radio check.
FedEx 463 Kennedy ground, get you 5x5.
Canadian 1010 Heavy ready for taxi.
Right back.
Canadian 1010 Heavy. Your departure frequencies now is going to be 128.12. Runway 4 left, taxi via Alpha, hold short of Kilo.
Okay, 128.12 for the departure frequency and taxi Alpha, hold short of Kilo. Canadian 1010 Heavy.
Everybody's going to Atlanta out of Kennedy today.
FedEx 463 requesting I for clearance to Atlanta.
FedEx 463 Heavy. Kennedy ground, you're cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME. Then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Robbinsville, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level tree 01, correction. Expect flight level tree 2010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1625.
Okay, ground, I'm sorry. Can you please repeat my spark number? Sorry about that.
1625.
FedEx 463 cleared to Atlanta International Airport as filed. Using the Kennedy 5 departure, fly runway heading, then turn 100. Climb and maintain
And I'm back.
32010 minutes after takeoff. Departure frequency is 128.12. Squawk number is 1625.
FedEx 463 Heavy, just to confirm, it's runway heading to 1.5 DME from the Kennedy VOR, then right heading 100. FedEx 463 Heavy, did you get that?
A4, we did get that. So, FedEx 463 cleared to Atlanta is filed using the Kennedy 5 departure. Takeoff wrong. Well, I'm sorry. Fly runway heading to. I'm sorry. Can I just confirm? Is it 1.5 DME?
Correct. Runway heading to 1.5 DME from the Kennedy VOR, then right heading 100. The rest of your readback was correct.
I just don't understand why pilots sign on as observers before they
FedEx 463 Heavy. You can expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
Roger that, thank you. We'll call you when they're
No, I
ready
know
to
it's not
taxi.
shared
Sorry about
cockpit
that.
because only one of them signed on
I was
as,
unsure about
as an
the
observer, and I've had it
1.5
happen
DME.
twice
Sorry about
today, and I knew the first one was
No
not
worries. That's why I
observed, because
clarified
there-
it with you.
Even after he departed, there wasn't a second one.
Shocker.
But I didn't even have to tell him. He just signed. He unsigned in as an observer.
In the
without
ground,
telling him. I don't understand
Delta
why.
2139, radio check.
Delta 2139 Kennedy ground. Got you 5x5.
And Delta 2139, request clearance to Atlanta Hatfield Jackson.
Delta 2139 cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Robbinsville, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level tree 60, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1662.
Clear to Atlanta Hatfield as filed via the Kennedy 5. Flight to 1.5 DME and turn right heading 100. Radar towards Robbinsville. And climb maintain 5,000, expect 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 128.12, squawk 1662, Delta 2139.
Delta 2139 readback is correct. Push and start is at your discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Expect runway 4 left for departure.
Expect well, that's right for taxi. Delta 2139.
Canadian 1010 Heavy. Continue cross runway tree 1 left at Kilo. Contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
I find this new 8 is hard to believe.
User joined your channel.
All right, cross 31 left on Kilo and contact departure Canadian 1010 Heavy. Thanks. Have a good day.
No, last one I got was Delta 162.
Okay, I'll text something.
Cool.
And Delta 2139. Did you say you are ready for taxi or?
Negative. I was just reading back. Advice ready before taxi. Delta 2139.
Okay, Roger. I didn't hear you say read that part. I just heard ready for taxi.
LSO LaGuardia ground.
Let me guess. You're getting off.
Not yet, but we have to change configuration.
What did you have it before?
Departing 13, landing ILS 4.
Oh, stand by.
What's the reason for the need?
Winds are calm now.
Yeah, I would leave it for now. You don't have to switch to a calm wind configuration immediately.
Okay, I'll probably wait because I kind of doubt that. I don't believe that the winds are 0, 0,
Yeah.
0, 0, 0.
Yeah, that's why you don't immediately change it. You can look at the TAF and see what's coming up. Or you can just wait and see what the next update says. That's why I asked what the need was.
Also, since I'm covering tower, it would ultimately be my call.
That is also true.
Okay, yeah.
But, very good thinking.
Yeah, at least he's paying attention to it.
Unlike some people.
Potential aircraft Kennedy information Papa is now current. Altimeter tree 0 tree.
You think we'll get ILS 13 again this weekend?
If it's a snowstorm, probably. Well, it depends on the wind, though. Because, like, ILS 22 has about the same minimums as ILS 13.
Kennedy ground northwest 1999 Papa Kennedy 5 ready for taxi.
Strong winds from the south.
Northwest 1999 Kennedy ground. Welcome back. Runway 4 left. Taxi via Alpha. Kilo. Hold short. Runway tree 1 left.
4 left Alpha Kilo, just 31 left.
I mean, it doesn't matter for me since we're LSO. It sucks for approach. Why can't I see your stream? Oh, there it is.
It's hiding. Incognito stream.
Alpha Kilo 31 left.
Now I gotta go look at the SOP and at the Concorde operations, because of course, why would there not be a Concorde at Kennedy?
Well, that's the second one today too.
Yeah, I know.
User joined your channel.
Yellow.
Whoa. So how's the weather in New York?
It's fine right now.
Hasn't started snowing yet.
Okay, because my app is showing it's snowing out in Westbury at the Tracon.
Are we ready for tonight?
Hmm?
He asked what your app is showing.
It's showing snow out in Westbury at the Tracon.
That's possible.
But holy shit, that warning that's out. 6 to 16 with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. It's going to be a fun night on VATSIM.
Yeah. I got plenty of beer.
Yeah, that should be really fun. Brian, are you still in New York or are you traveling out?
I'm in Albany.
Oh, you guys should get dumped on, right?
Yeah, they're saying 8 to 15, but not starting until tomorrow.
I wonder if DoorDash can get here in the snow.
Depends on what car they have.
Hello, 26 Foxtrot.
Lot 26 heavy, Kennedy ground, good afternoon. Taxi to parking via left Alpha.
Taxi parking via left Alpha, 26, thank you.
Northwest 1999, cross runway, tree 1 left at Kilo, contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
Crossing 3 1 left Kilo over to departure 128.12. Good day.
Galvez.
You. What up?
Concorde always departs 3-1 left.
The 26,
or
may we
1-3 right, right?
correction, may we enter the ramp via Hotel Bravo?
User joined your channel.
Mm.
There's an order of preference in the SOP.
Is that in the tower section?
It used to be in the dedicated Concorde section, but I know Reed moved it, so now I
Lot
have no
2-6 heavy, that's approved as requested.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing it in the ground section. We're currently running the 4s, but the wind is variable at 4 right now.
Cool, give him 3-1 left, Canarsie climb. And then go coordinate it with whoever is actually supposed to approve that.
Yeah. But what I was saying is they always get one or the other, right? Because that's the longest runway.
No, they can use the fours and 2-2s, but it's rare. If it's calm winds, just give them 3-1 left. Typically on VATSIM, they like to fly the Canarsie climb.
Oh, good. Apparently Air France 1 is arriving as well. Air France Concorde 1.
Only BA uses Concorde in the call sign.
User left your channel.
Not according to the SOP.
Well, then our SOP is wrong.
RIP. Like that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Also, that screenshot that I sent, I don't know if that constitutes an approval or not.
Depends on how technical you want to get.
Get good.
Because that also affects LaGuardia.
Yeah, but that is also his job to coordinate that with LaGuardia.
Can we assume that he will?
I mean, he didn't talk to me when he signed on. I had to send him a message.
Yeah, so go coordinate with whoever's covering departures out of LaGuardia.
He's right there. He knows what's going on.
I didn't hear an APREC.
Now, Clinton, what would you APREC?
The Coney airspace.
Good.
But I'm ground. I don't control any airspace.
Yeah, that would definitely be done within the TRACON.
That's approved, JR.
Although it would make more sense to APREC it at the moment you need it because...
Right.
Now you own it and he can't use it until this Concorde departs.
All right, that also is off. See you later.
Actually, though?
No. They wrote me in to log in right when I woke up, and then everybody signed off.
I'm still here.
Well, I appreciate it, Kevin.
But we'll be signing off in the next 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
I'm going to get cranky if I can't get coffee soon.
You do know I've been on for like the last 4.5 hours, right?
You're talking to a guy that sat in a position for 15 hours. I have no sympathy. I'm just messing with you.
All right. PDC given to Speedbird. Because he's text only.
Ooh, New York Center's online.
Who?
Barackville.
Barackville.
Aha.
And Kennedy drop around. Delta 2139, information Papa, Red Texas.
Delta 2139, runway 4 left taxi via left on Bravo, hold short a kilo.
It's just a name I knew for some reason.
It's actually runway 4 left via left on Bravo, hold short kilo, Delta 2139.
Are you looking to buy a Rolex?
No, not at all. I have no idea what brought that up.
My uncle had a fake Rolex. We actually had to take it somewhere and have them look at it because he never seemed like the type of person that would have a fake Rolex. If he was going to have one, he'd have a real one. But we found it in his stuff after he passed away.
Did you at least try to appraise it?
It was fake.
Oh, how'd you know it was fake?
I just said we took it somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Stop listening to your aircraft and listen to me.
Quote wall.
Oh, by the way, whoever does maintenance on the LaGuardia ATC, you might want to update your sensors.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. The in the ETAR it has like the dollar sign that means that the sensors are wrong.
Call Dennis. He'll call Tech Ops. And also, do you think the FAA has money or the desire to repair all of their weather sensing stations that have something broken?
Oh, probably not.
Exactly. Especially if it's something minor.
Airport 14 ground, why don't you go check out that sensor?
Yeah, we'll get back to you in a couple years.
Car 99.
It's a Red Sox hat.
Oh, there's our friend. Helicopter 762 Delta.
Hey, it's Sam.
Do you have the LaGuardia bingo up?
I do.
How is it today?
Pretty decent. I already almost have bingo.
Nice.
I love that we're calling a day of bad pilots. Pretty decent.
I've had two people call me from JFK. One was asking me who the controller was at JFK. The other was asking me if he needed to ask me to land at JFK.
Wait, what was Clinton online at the time?
It sounds like he's talking about arrivals.
I know, but no, the guy who asked him who to talk to at JFK, was there a JFK controller online?
Yes, there was. Actually, it was Cam.
Okay, it didn't say JFK in the position. Okay. Still, LaGuardia ground isn't going to be very helpful at Kennedy in any capacity.
No. Don't you know all of the ground positions are New York ground? We cover everything.
I get at least one of those calls a day.
United States ground.
Is this proper phraseology, Brian? If I give taxi instructions, left Bravo, hold short of Kilo, and then when they get there, cross runway 31 left at Kilo. Do I actually have to tell them to take Kilo? Because I feel like that's what I've heard in real ATC.
Well, do you want them holding short of Kilo or on Kilo?
I usually just tell them to hold short of Kilo, and then
Right.
give them the crossing instruction from there.
Yeah, turn right on Kilo, cross runway 31 left, and continue down Kilo for runway 4 left.
Yeah, but my question was, do I have to tell them to turn right on Kilo, or can I just say cross 31 left at Kilo?
Technically, you don't have to give them a direction ever.
Yep.
But if you don't at Kennedy leaving the ramp, then they will.
Delta 2139, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
Cross runway 31 left on Kilo, and going to departure on 128.12, Delta 2139.
Yeah, I do give him a left or a right when I having him on Bravo or Alpha.
Yeah, but Kilo only goes one way from Bravo short of Kilo, so hopefully they figure it out.
Does it? I thought Kilo went over to Alpha too.
Fine, it goes to Alpha, but I don't count that. I was going to say, typically you could expect your pilots to understand what direction their departure runway is from their position.
Yeah, that
facing their runway.
That's not true on VATSIM.
Not at all true. Especially at LaGuardia, depart 31, land 22, coming from the south. Jan, you've yet to experience this.
Oh, with Kennedy?
No, LaGuardia. With Corey and Milton arrivals coming up at 4,000, direct LaGuardia to go, to then be broken off to the east for the ILS 22 depart 31. The number of times you'll get somebody like 3 miles from LaGuardia at 4,000 feet saying, hey, we're kind of high to land.
Same happens for Expressway Visual 31 because they just hear Visual 31. And the guys coming from the north have to cross the field, and they're like, do you still want us at 4,000?
The number of people that complain about their altitude is just so frustrating. I know what I'm doing.
Approach sounds like a lot of fun.
The guys in the Empire space are always asking for lower before that line.
And that's for ILS 22, right, that you're talking about?
I'm talking ILS, the situation I'm talking about, ILS 22 depart 31, where you bring them east to the airport. You come straight up and then break out to brush the top of the Coney. And yeah, it's before you give them that right turn to put them onto the downwind, when they're just coming straight at the airport up the 4 center line, you're always going to get somebody asking you why they're still at 4,000 when they're coming straight up at the airport.
I can't wait.
You know you're landing runway 22, right? That's runway 4.
Still got 10 miles to go.
10?
Yeah, a lot more than 10.
FedEx 463, right,
25.
Aircraft calling, say again?
FedEx 463, ready to taxi.
FedEx 463 Heavy, runway 4 left, taxi via Charlie Delta, cross runway 1 tree left at Charlie Delta, and join Bravo to the right.
Oh, Clinton, did you see it finally happen?
Taxi runway 4 left using taxiway Charlie Delta, cross runway
Stand by.
31, then Charlie Delta, and hold Bravo to the right. FedEx 463.
FedEx 463 Heavy, cross runway 1 tree left at Charlie Delta, and join Bravo. Make a right on Bravo.
So make it right on Bravo. FedEx 463. Thanks.
What were you saying, Brian?
It finally happened.
What happened?
I got feedback.
Was it good?
It was. It was a guy on the ground listening to me
User left your channel.
get really frustrated with a bad pilot. But keep my cool during it.
Ugh, that requires me to open Discord to see it.
It's not anything special, but no. The pilot that he was talking about me helping, I was bringing him for 3-1 right at Kennedy. I give him a PTAC like 5 miles from the localizer because I know he's going to take him forever to turn. He goes straight through. It's like, yeah, it looks like you missed the localizer of the air, and then call the airport for him to get a visual. And he says, yeah, our instruments don't seem to be working, but it sounds like you're trying to give me a visual approach, and I don't want that.
I don't care what you want.
You know, I mean, I just said, all right, well, what do you need to do? And I let him make a right turn, wrapping around to. He tried to go to the Babylon NDB to join the ILS 31 right.
Babylon?
It's pretty much out at Farmingdale. So I gave him direct the IF, and then the guy I had coming up right behind him, I was like, he's set up for 3-1 left. That was the right move.
Yeah, he didn't read back the hold short instruction.
Yeah, well, did he now?
Yes. Because what he read back was he was going to taxi via Alpha and Kilo.
Wait, isn't this the Concorde? Isn't he on a 3-1 left?
Oh, yes. Good point.
I can't even tell you how many times I've had today people tell me they're going to hold short of 1-3 on pop-up, but they're not going to hold short of 4 on pop-up.
Terrible. I don't know if I should get a big bottle of tequila or go with scotch.
Scotch.
All right.
User left your channel.
My buddy just got me the Macallan Edition 4.
Ooh.
Very good.
Wonder where the helicopter's going today.
Somewhere that definitely doesn't have the visibility for him to fly VFR legally.
Or he's just not following a flight plan.
Hey, any harp approach, is this kind of accurate for Loc 3-1?
FedEx 463 Heavy, looks like you missed the turn on Charlie Delta. Continue straight ahead, make a right on Whiskey, cross runway 13 left at Whiskey, and then left Alpha.
Yes.
I'm sorry, can you say again?
The trick for
Kennedy ground.
sequencing is the
On
guys
our,
from the south, you can
on our map
shift
here shows
their
Charlie Delta
verge point
in
up
front
and
of us.
down that base
guess we
flag
passed it.
from the north,
Did we pass it? I'm not sure.
wherever you need them.
FedEx 463 Heavy on my screen. Looks like you're
Oh yeah, 'cause
just
I still
past
have
Victor now.
a ways to go.
If you continue straight ahead, your next right should be Whiskey.
Yeah, so where the green and red, the green arrow meets where the red turns. to
Roger
blue,
that. So we'll
position,
turn and cross runway on Whiskey then. Sorry about that.
FedEx 463 Heavy, no worries. And after you cross, just make a left on Alpha.
To get the sequence to work, that is how you control it with the guys in the south. The guys in the north.
FedEx 463, turn left on, turn right on Whiskey, then
but
turn on
typically
Alpha.
you don't have a lot of choice.
Yeah, I started to measure out the tie points, so just in case when I'm doing a quick scan, I'll know what's going to be a problem.
Ground, Air France 1 is on Bravo.
That's the key.
Air France 1 Heavy, Kennedy Ground, good afternoon. Make your next right transition to Alpha, taxi to parking via Alpha.
Next right Alpha, taxi to parking via Alpha, Air France 1, it'll be stand 36.
I'm signing off. You ready for the brief?
Air France 1 Heavy, roger.
Hold on, stay by. Brian, was that for me? Oh, sorry. Cam, was that for LSO? Handoff?
Yeah, he's gonna do Skyline on southbound. Can you accept?
Oh, got it. Yep.
Grab a go. Thanks.
JR. LaGuardia Ground LSO.
You ready for brief? I'm signing off.
Yes, ahead.
No aircraft on the ground. I'm gonna drop the ATIS, so if you want to pick it up, it's India right now.
Okay, I have ATIS India. Current config is ILS 4, depart 13. No questions. My controls, JR.
Your control, OH. I'll be back later, not sure. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya. We'll see you, Kevin.
And at ground, it's Air France 1. Just for future reference, did I have to vacate onto the innermost taxiway, or were you happy for me to vacate onto the one closest to the runway?
Air France 1 at Kennedy, Alpha moves clockwise and Bravo moves counterclockwise, so it would have been continue on Foxtrot to Alpha, make the left on Alpha instead of Bravo.
Okay, roger, just for my reference, thanks.
FedEx 463 Heavy, hold short of taxiway Foxtrot.
Short of taxiway Foxtrot, FedEx 463.
Ground, good evening. JetBlue 902 is cleared of the runways, and we're on Foxtrot, taxi straight ahead to Terminal 5.
JetBlue 902 Kennedy Ground, good afternoon. Taxi straight ahead on Foxtrot into the terminal. Have a good day.
Good day, JetBlue 902.
FedEx 463 Heavy, give way to the JetBlue A320 crossing on Foxtrot and then continue Alpha Kilo, hold short of 31 left.
Hold short of taxiway Foxtrot, then continue taxi on Alpha Kilo, FedEx 463.
FedEx 463 Heavy, just confirm hold short of runway 31 left at Kilo.
FedEx 463, we will hold short of runway 4 left on Kilo.
FedEx 463 Heavy, negative. Hold short of runway 31 left at Kilo.
Sorry about that. We will hold short on runway 31 left on Kilo. Sorry about that. FedEx 463.
What is a ground chart?
Pilot's asking.
No. But you can tell the ones that have never looked at it.
Clinton, you should do tower view and stream it.
That would require me to figure out how to make it work again.
Dennis was saying it's easy on V-Stars. You just do the proxy, and then on the X Pilot, you do just one other command, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's .tower view or something. I've done it before.
If I get a cab position for the event, then I might do it.
I also had issues with it though. Like the aircraft didn't have any lights or landing gear.
Air France 1, thanks for the help. We'll see you again.
Air France 1, thanks for flying in. Have a good day.
The cool part is on X-Plane, I have the new LaGuardia scenery.
Delta registrations are German, right?
Yes.
The question, Jan, is have you heard from Cam yet?
Cam, no, why? What happened?
Well, Speedbird is almost to the runway for the Coney airspace.
I have not, but I have nobody, so...
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is he's supposed to talk to you and request that airspace.
Should I go to him?
What happens if he gives takeoff clearance to Speedbird and then you also give takeoff clearance to somebody on the Nathans?
It would be a bad day for the pilots.
I don't say anything to him. I want to see if he actually does it or if he just gives the takeoff clearance and doesn't even bother. The Concorde is rolling.
Right into a training note.
Did he talk to you at all, Jan?
Negative.
FedEx 463 Heavy, cross runway 31 left at Kilo. Contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
Contact departure 128.12 and cross runway 31 left using taxiway Kilo. Thank you. Have a good day. Hey, Clinton, check that out. Let me know what you think.
That's a fancy keyboard.
It is, isn't it?
Is that a picture of your keyboard or is that a stock image?
That is my keyboard, how I set it up.
What is the purpose of this? Are you making new CPTs?
No, just for training purposes. When I need to refer something quick, something they can take a look at during the training for my lesson plans.
I mean, you could submit this.
What do you mean submit?
Or request to be on the training staff to make CBTs.
Oh, no. This is just like for teaching.
Yeah, that's what CBTs are for.
I know, but we all know that visual aids help a lot of people out. You don't use any visual aids to teach?
Yeah, I'm the one that created the diagram for the LaGuardia departures off of 1-3. Which I found out that at least one mentor is currently using with his students as well.
Oh, very nice. I'm working on one for Tower as well. Oh, great. Oh, no.
Hello?
Kennedy Ground, Virgin 05. How do you read me?
Virgin 05, Kennedy Ground, I got you 5x5.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you. Virgin 5 at gate Charlie 22. Airbus A320 QNH 30.25. Requesting IFR clearance to Boston Logan, then as filed.
Virgin 05, cleared to the Boston Logan International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure. Accept fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors merit, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. That'll be your final cruise altitude today. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1654.
Kennedy Ground, United 434 Heavy radio check, please.
United 434 Heavy, Kennedy Ground, I have you 5x5. Please allow the other aircraft to do his readback.
Please just call up with full route clearance advisory.
Virgin 05, 1.5 DM, heading 100 at merit, flight level 500 until cleared further. 128.12, squawk 1654.
Virgin 5, just confirm it's runway heading to 1.5 DME, then right heading 100. Virgin 05, Kennedy Ground.
Virgin 05.
Virgin 05, just to confirm it's runway heading to 1.5 DME, then right 100.
Runway heading 105, then right 100.
Virgin 05, it's runway heading on departure to 1.5 DME from the Kennedy VOR, then right turn heading 100.
That's confirmed, thank you.
The runway heading is 044.
Much appreciated. Thank you, Kennedy Ground, Virgin 05.
Virgin 05, readback is correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start is at your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
Push and start at my direction and advise when ready for taxi, Virgin 05.
I hate these climb procedures, Brian. Or this one climb procedure.
Which one?
The Kennedy 5, accept fly heading, runway heading to 1.5 DME, and then turn right 100.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You're supposed to.
I know, I don't.
JFK Ground, Delta 1016 radio check.
I get so many different readbacks on that. I just got a new one from Virgin 5. Runway heading 105, then right 100.
Delta 1016, JF Ground, radio check.
Delta 1016, Kennedy Ground, got you 5x5. I don't know what happened to the Concorde. He disappeared.
He's a Concorde. He's fast.
He's already with New York radio.
Kennedy Ground, good evening, or correction, good afternoon, UPS 1550 Heavy, radio check.
Aircraft calling, was that UPS 1550?
Affirmative.
UPS 1550 Kennedy ground got you 5x5.
Hey, Kevin.
And for planning purposes, what runway do we select for departure?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry, say again?
This is busy?
For planning purposes, what runway do we select for departure, or does it really depend on where I'm going?
It's going to be runway 4 left.
4 left, thank you,
Man,
sir.
I'm just not motivated to do anything today.
Yeah, it's Sunday. If you want to take harp, it's pretty quiet.
No one's covering it?
Cam is currently, and I'm about to sign up and get some coffee.
Nah. Maybe I should make some food.
It's supposed to start from today. Yeah, I need to get out before it gets bad.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Maybe I'll come on tonight.
Should be fun tonight. People love flying in a snowstorm. Potential aircraft Kennedy ground will return in 90 seconds.
User joined your channel.
Kennedy ground is back.
Kennedy ground, UPS 250 Heavy, IFR to Montreal.
UPS 1550 Heavy cleared to the Montreal airport. Kennedy 5 departure except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME. Then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors Grecki. Then as filed. Maintain 5000. Expect flight level tree 5010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1546.
Alright, sorry, we trying to get some of that, but we got a clear Kennedy 1 departure, runway heading until, you said 2000, then a left turn 100 to the DME, 5000, departure 128.12, squawking 1546.
It's the Kennedy 5 departure, runway heading to 1.5 DME from the Kennedy VOR, then right heading 100.
Right, the Kennedy DME, right heading 100. What was our final again?
Flight level tree 50.
350, 1550.
UPS 1550 heavy readback is correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start is your discretion. Advised. Ready for taxi.
Push my discretion will advise. 1550.
Kennedy ground, hello, helicopter November 87 Lima Alpha Shelter, information Papa. Request VFR clearance to LaGuardia, Van Wyck helicopter route below 500 feet.
Helicopter 87 Lima Alpha, Kennedy ground. Good afternoon. Standby. Helicopter 87 Lima Alpha, you're clear to enter Bravo airspace via the Van Wyck heli route. Squawk 0 tree 4.
So what are you doing for tower, Quentin?
Standby.
Roger, helicopter 7 Lima Alpha is cleared into the Bravo via the Van Wyck route, squawk 0334.
Helicopter 7 Lima Alpha, readback is correct. Where are you requesting to depart from today?
From right here, from the ramp is fine for helicopter 7 Lima Alpha.
Alright, helicopter 7 Lima Alpha, Kennedy altimeter 3029er, contact departure 128.12 when ready for departure.
128.12, thank you so much. Not a lot of ground controllers are good with the heli route, so kudos to you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This is my third facility, so I've seen it once or twice. Have a good flight.
Thank you.
Other aircraft that was calling, say again.
Delta 2177 requesting IFR to Chicago.
Hey, Asher, you still here? Yeah. I spoke to my dad. They're calling
Delta
him back in.
2177, Kennedy ground. Good afternoon. You're cleared to the Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to Kennedy 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors coat, then as filed. Maintain 5000. Expect flight level tree 0010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1644.
Like tomorrow.
Clear to the Chicago O'Hare Airport via the Kennedy 5 departure, fly runway heading to BRDME, then turn right heading 100, vectors to coast, as filed, climb maintain 5000, expect flight level 30010 minutes after departure, departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1644, Delta 2177.
And it's like
Delta 2177, read back correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start your discretion. Advised. Ready for taxi.
I say
Or left for departure, push start at a discretion, route expected.
And loading out under those conditions, you're waiting for somebody to get hurt.
And it's like the first day, so it's every single department. Like this one particular friend is in
And,
the mobile department. And, you know, obviously they haven't been in the theater since March, so there's lots to do to get ready.
UPS 1550 heavy, go ahead.
Yeah, we said 350, that's what Simbrief gave us, and that's what we filed, but it keeps giving us the unable to substitute, and I'm sure it doesn't, but for our sake, could we get a file level 340?
Loadouts are fun.
UPS 1550 heavy standby.
We loaded out Frozen from the St. James in like July or whatever. That was one of the first kind of going back in the theater since the pandemic started things. And it was
UPS 1550 heavy. Flight level 340 is not available for your route of flight. I can give you 330 if you like.
Like they only just got done like last month redoing all the.
Yep, flight level 330, good for us. Thank you.
Oh wow, that's a long.
UPS 1550 heavy, roger. Expect flight level 330 as your final cruise today.
330 is final. 5015, verify push and start discretion.
Stuff like that.
That's correct.
They kind of rebuilt all the box seats on the sides of the balcony level, and for whatever reason, even though it was an improvement, they wanted them restored back to how they were. So that was a huge construction project for the venue.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know why. It seems like a waste of money.
It's Broadway.
Point taken. But yeah, I mean, it's like for this loadout tomorrow, like if the streets are so jacked that people are having trouble getting into work just themselves, like there's no way we're going to be getting trucks onto, 49th Street.
I could do it.
I was going to say, like, there ain't no way those Teamsters are going in. Are you part of Teamsters too, Clinton, or no?
No, I don't like unions.
Sounds so un-American.
I've got to watch what I say on Clinton's stream.
You can say whatever you want. I don't care.
It's not about you.
Oh, are you a member of a union that you want to talk bad about? Your silence is enough said.
Delta 2177 with Papa ready to taxi.
Don't worry, nobody knows who you are.
Thank goodness.
Delta 2177, runway 4 left, taxi via right on Alpha, hold short of Kilo.
Alright, Alpha, hold short Kilo, Delta 21.
What's that?
Clinton, stop listening to your aircraft and listen to Kevin.
Is Kevin trying to get a hold of me?
No. Check Discord.
I'd never check Discord. Oh, yeah, Brian put that on the quote wall.
What?
Stop listening to your aircraft and listen to me. At least I assume it was Brian, because he was the one that said quote wall when I said that.
Yep. Actually, I think I'm going to put that on the real quote wall.
I don't know why that's quote worthy.
It's hilarious.
Stop listening to your aircraft. Listen to me.
Yeah. It's funny because I listened back to my stream and like I didn't even know most of the conversation that was going on in TeamSpeak was going on at the time.
You have your TeamSpeak very low, don't you?
I do, but that's for a reason. I have turned it up a little bit. I have it set so that I can hear aircraft over top of TeamSpeak.
Yeah, me too. That's why I couldn't hear you when the aircraft was calling.
Yeah.
No, the way I do it is I have a slider at the top right of my TeamSpeak. if you go in, I think it's in. You right click.
That's fancy. I want that.
No, yeah, if you go at the top bar, right click. There's something called master volume. And the master volume.
Oh my god. Just zap.
Slides top right. So whenever I control, I put that slider down, and it just turns down TeamSpeak all of it. And then when I need it, I go back up.
Wait, how do you do this?
Okay, go at the top, right. So basically, like where plugins, all that. Right click, like underneath plugins, and then click master volume, and it'll be a slider, and that just turns everyone up or down.
Yeah, I do the same thing, but I just do it in voice meter instead of in TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
This is incredible. This is life-changing.
Yep.
You also have the ability to do that with default Windows volume control.
Yep.
And then Jan told me about muting or lowering individual people's volumes the other day, which was also life-changing.
Giuseppe should be muted by everybody.
But yeah, it's pretty useful. That's when I control, I put that down. And then when I'm not controlling,
I don't think that ever happens anymore.
What?
You controlling.
I was thinking about getting on the position right now, so.
Wait, you're sorted for positions?
Shut up.
Kennedy Tower?
No, I was thinking about getting on cam.
Cam's already taken.
Fuck.
Harp it is.
Can I get signed off ground, Giuseppe?
On
Kennedy?
No.
Why?
Because I don't do Kennedy.
Delta 2177, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
Actually,
31 left at Kilo, departure.
Jan, I'm going to assume that that helicopter was not coordinated at all either.
Oh, I did. I told him he's going to twin tanks, and then he's going to go proceed direct
No.
Frog's Neck.
From Cam.
What you mean?
I mean, that's a tower-to-tower handoff. Should be coordinated before he was in the air.
762 Delta?
No, 87 Lima Alpha.
Oh, I don't. I'm signed off. I'm trying to find him on
Oh,
VATSIM.
never mind. Then disregard. I forgot you signed off.
I literally came on 2 minutes from waking up.
I don't see the issue.
I see the issue. Hey, you want to do my harp session?
Unable. I don't do harp. Just like Giuseppe doesn't do Kennedy.
Close.
I should actually control sometime this weekend.
I just want to control real airplanes.
None of these airplanes are real.
JFK ground, good day, Air France 6 with you. We have cross runway 04 left at Foxtrot.
Air France 6 Heavy Kennedy ground. Good afternoon. Where are you parking today?
Honestly, we don't know. Maybe the international terminal would be okay for us.
Air France 6 Heavy, taxi left Alpha, and you can enter the ramp at Hotel Bravo.
Left Alpha and don't enter the ramp at Hotel Bravo, Air France 6.
$30 on dessert?
Yeah, it was Uber Eats. It was all the way in Brooklyn. I live in Queens, so I tipped the guy $10 at the minimum, and then like for four cookies and like a order they fucked up, and they're spending $30. Oh, Asher, I just noticed you got a staff badge. Congrats.
Hey, thanks. It's very exciting.
Yeah, now he's at the top of the list.
Hey, he made that AIS command work.
On the sliding scale between fixing things and breaking things, I think today I'm on the breaking things side.
What is the AIS command?
The AIS searching aircraft, airport information thing on the website. I just changed it so that you can access it by putting a query in the URL, meaning they could write an alias for it, do it from the radar client.
Make SkyVector work.
Unable. To do with VRC and their lack of URL encoding functions.
Would it work for V-stars?
No, the alias files are the same.
Yeah. The problem is, I assume you're talking about getting a route out of the flight plan and into SkyVector.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem is basically because the flight plan, the route has spaces in it. When the alias is being processed, it processes each thing. Every time you hit a space, it stops considering it a part of the parameter you're passing.
Okay.
So what we really need is a function that converts the spaces to their URL encoded syntax, like %20 and so on. But there's no function to do that, and I tried a lot of different things in the alias file to try to trick it into passing the whole route as one parameter, and they didn't work. And then Dennis went on the forums and asked Ross directly, and Ross was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested.
Is this the PRD for Kennedy to Philly?
Yeah. That looks right.
Oh, nailed it.
Ooh, a new slant 4 type of aircraft. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to Newark. I don't know if I want to deal with this.
Getting ground UPS 1550 heavy push and start on Sierra light taxi 4 left.
UPS 1550 heavy, check your transponder, squawk 1546 and mode Charlie.
1546, sorry about that.
Clint's got 9 departures.
Kennedy ground, United 434 heavy.
United 434 heavy, Kennedy ground.
Wow, it's been 2 hours. I've been trying to get a hold of you. I've had some horrible problems, but seems like you can hear me now. Thank you so much.
United 434 heavy, roger. I heard you earlier. You called in. I heard you then. Did you not hear me read back?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything, but I think we got her now. Thanks so much. We'll be finding our flight plan real soon.
All right.
At ground, 1550 heavy, light taxi 04 left.
UPS 1550 heavy, runway 4 left, taxi via Sierra, right Bravo, and hold short of Kilo.
Alright, Sierra right Bravo, hold short Kilo, 1550 heavy.
I'm going to screw up the direction of Alpha and Bravo at some point at Kennedy.
Kennedy ground, Delta 417, radio check.
Delta 417, Kennedy ground, got you 5x5.
At that ground, 1550, sorry, I think I accidentally typed that in the chat.
No worries.
You have good news for us, Jet?
Nope.
Good news regarding what?
Yeah, what news would I be telling you?
Kennedy ground.
That you're going to do a harp session for?
5, requesting taxi.
No, I thought you wanted a ground session.
You want a harp session? Who wants a harp session?
No, I want a Kennedy. I want signed off a ground at a Kennedy Tower session.
Dan, you want harp?
I do would like harp.
I do would like harp.
Or do I want to control? I don't know.
I too would like HARP.
Virgin 05, runway 4 left taxi via left on Bravo. Hold short of Kilo.
Kennedy doing Kendep.
American 66 is crossing 4 left, requesting taxi to American Gate.
Yeah, he tends to do that.
No, he doesn't. He actually tends to control for quite a long time. But...
Virgin 05, left on Bravo, hold Kilo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I thought this whole
American 6266 Kennedy ground. Good afternoon. Continue straight ahead on Foxtrot Bravo. Delta Bravo. Cross tree 1 right at Delta Bravo. And then right on Bravo.
Roger, continue on Foxtrot Bravo. Cross T1 right and then the Delta Bravo or right turn.
Just for myself.
American 666.
I'm sorry?
I mean, even made a chart for the Loc 3-1 just for myself.
You're a weirdo. And you know, I'll give you a tip. You can tell them to depart LaGuardia heading. After proud, proceed proud, direct LaGuardia, and then depart LaGuardia heading, whatever you need.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they wouldn't even conflict with the if we were departing for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Taking my tip of measuring everything.
Yes, I did. I went and like looked at everything. What a 110 does, 20 does. I found the tie points, knowing how much miles they're going to be. So I need to either vector or reduce the speed or have the speed differences. That's up to 5 o'clock last night.
Damn.
Dedication.
For some reason, HARP interests me a lot. I'm like figuring it out. I don't know why.
HARP is the most interesting. Also the most annoying. American 6266, continue all the way down Bravo and you can enter the ramp at Tango Alpha.
Roger, enter the ramp at Tango Alpha, American 6266.
AMC stock is going to
Kennedy ground, Delta 417, requesting clearance to Atlanta as filed. Ready for copy.
Someone explain and dumb it down to me. What's happening with GameStop?
Delta 417, cleared to the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, Kennedy 5 departure. Accept fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100, radar vectors Robbinsville.
So I say, you know,
maintain 5,000, expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12, squawk 1605.
Okay, no problem. So now I take those 100 shares at $10 a piece, thinking they're going to go down to $5. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell it today. I know it's going to go down. You know, 5-6 months later, I'll buy it back at $5 a share. I'll make a $5 profit and give Giuseppe his 100 shares back.
Okay.
So people do that normally on the course of the market. What ended up happening is everybody thought GameStop was going to go under because of the pandemic and everything else. So everybody did the same method, essentially. Bought it, sold it, hoping it would go down. Now, normally, this is about 10% of the overall stock that's out there. That's a pretty normal thing for bad companies.
Virgin 5 heavy, hold short of taxiway Bravo.
To the point where everybody was shorting the stock. So what ends up happening
Virgin 5 holding short of taxiway Bravo.
Stock goes up to $20. I have to buy the stock at $20.
Kennedy ground, good afternoon, JetBlue 2693 requesting IFR to Miami.
So when everybody started to short it, everybody on the other side, the Reddit people, started to buy it.
JetBlue 2693, Kennedy ground, good evening. You're clear to the Miami International Airport, Kennedy 5, departure, accept fly, runway heading to 1.5 DME, turn right heading 100. Radar vectors MJ, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 34010 minutes after departure. Departures on 128.12, squawk 1535.
Meaning that your losses are locked in. But since the short
Clear to Miami via the Kennedy 5 departure. We'll fly runway heading into 1.5 DME, then turn heading 100.
vectors to MJ, and then it's filed. 5,000 on departure, flight level 340, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 1535, JetBlue 2693.
JetBlue 2693 readback is correct. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Expect runway 4 left for departure.
There were other financial instruments involved.
Give you a call for taxi, expect 4 left for departure, 2693, thank you.
Virgin 5, give way to the UPS Boeing 767 crossing right to left on Bravo, then continue Bravo, hold short of Kilo.
Sold it and had to owe it back. When you have options, you don't own the stock.
Give way to UPS on my right, then continue left on Bravo, hold Kilo.
100 shares. So people are trying to step all over each other buying shares.
UPS 1550 heavy, continue right on Kilo, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, and contact departure 128.12 on the other side. Have a good flight.
Alright, continue on Bravo, right Kilo, cross 3 left, Kilo, hold short, and contact departure 1350 again.
JetBlue 2693, just confirm I gave you radar vectors to Wavy.
No, you gave us to MJ, but we'll, I thought that was part of the plan. Anyway, we can go to Wavy if you'd like for 2693.
JetBlue 2693, yep, that's my mistake. That's why I was asking. I thought I might have done it wrong. It's going to be radar vectors to Wavy and then as filed.
Okay, no worries. 2693, radar vectors to Wavy, then it's filed for 2693, thanks.
But the other part of that drama involves the
Canadian ground United 434 heavies with Quebec ready to copy our park clearance to San Francisco, please.
That was blocked. Aircraft calling for clearance. Say call sign again.
United 434 heavy.
United 434 heavy clearance on request. Stand by. Other aircraft calling. Say again.
Somebody's going to get screwed. There are a lot of us that work in the industry that will normally say, the public's overreacting.
Virgin 05, follow the Boeing 767 ahead, right Kilo, cross 31 left at Kilo, contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
It's looking very likely. No.
The people that stop trading.
Virgin 05, that's copy, follow the UPS flight in front and contact tower.
You know it's going to go to 300, but your brokerage firm just says, you know what, we need the shares, we're going to sell it because of the volatility, and we're trying to quote-unquote protect you.
Fuck no, I want it to go to 300 first, and then you can sell it.
Yep, and they sold people out. I mean, there were other circumstances. I'm just making this very
United 434 heavy, I have your clearance advised ready to copy.
Because of their account type.
We are ready to copy 434.
United 434 heavy cleared to the San Francisco International Airport Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100, radar vectors coat, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12. Squawk 1562.
Actually, I'll be right back.
Okay, cleared to the San Francisco airport via the Kennedy 5 departure. Fly runway heading 15 miles. Stand by.
United 434 heavy, this runway heading to 1.5 DME, then right 100.
Okay, 15 DME, then right turn heading 100. Radar vectors to code, then is filed. And departure frequency 128.12, squawk at 1562 for 434 heavy.
United 434 heavy, readback is correct. Push and start your discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Expect 4 left for departure.
Okay, 4 left. Thanks so much. 434 heavy.
I guess Lot is just going to taxi on his own, do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Lot 8 heavy, Kennedy ground. You with me?
Virgin 05, Heathrow ground.
Virgin 05, Kennedy ground.
Thank you. Can you confirm comms channel for me, please?
Virgin 05, just check your transponder squawk 1654, and your frequency is going to be departure on 128.12.
Ask staff.
Cameron?
Yeah.
Squawk 1654, departure 128.12, version 05, thank you.
Oh, our staff. Okay. Let me take a look.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, it says in this instance, ITT OTS is complete on Sweatbox, only to be scheduled after you finish all your normal ITT files. Your mentor will instruct you. I thought it's only instructors. So is OJT kind of like what me and Clinton did?
OGT's on the network.
Yeah, which I'm not supposed to do, apparently.
Not supposed to.
Why?
Because VATUSA fucked us over.
What did they say?
They didn't want us to do it anymore. They want instructors to do it.
So dumb.
OJTs are only instructors.
Yeah.
American 190 requesting IFR clearance to Chicago O'Hare with information Quebec.
I think.
Oh, because instructors answer to VATUSA?
Yes. Answer to VATUSA. They're technically
American 190, Kennedy ground, good afternoon. You're clear to the Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to Kennedy 1.5 DME, then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors coat, then as filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.12. Squawk 1624.
Oh, so FCs or instructors can do it.
Yes.
What was that route one more time, please? American 190?
American 190 is going to be the Kennedy 5 departure, except fly runway heading to 1.5 DME from the Kennedy VOR. Then turn right heading 100. Radar vectors to coat, then as filed.
USA is making it a little bit harder, but we'll survive.
Who's the training director?
Anthony Santana Sasso.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, American 190 is cleared to Chicago here via the Kennedy 5 departure, fly runway heading to the 1.5 DME, and then turn right heading 100, radar vectors to coat, then is filed. Climb maintain 5,000, expect flight level 380, 10 minutes after departure. Frequency 128.12, squawk 1624.
American 190 readback is correct. Expect runway 4 left for departure. Push and start is your discretion. Advise ready for taxi.
I have been wondering how we were tracking the center.
Expect 4 left for departure. Pushing start. American 190.
I was like, it can't be based off of people's ATIS messages when they're signed in, but it really is.
Yep. That's the only way we do it.
Because I did notice that sometimes it just says online, and that seems to correlate with when people haven't properly filled out their ATIS to show what facilities they're covering in the TRACON.
And ground United 434 Heavy Cell, pushback ready to go.
United 434 Heavy, runway 4 left, taxi via right Alpha, hold short of Kilo.
Right Alpha, correction, 4 left via right Alpha, holding short of Kilo, 434 Heavy.
Yes, he is. Fuck.
Yep.
When is this HARP session happening?
I mean, I'm thinking about coming online unless Clinton gets off, in which case, then I'll do it.
So you're saying I need to stay online?
Yes.
To screw Jan over?
No, you're not screwing me over.
Yeah, he said he'll do your harp session if I log off.
Yeah, but I'd rather you get experience. I can always get another harp session.
I mean,
I was thinking about logging off. I see Wayne is observing. I'm trying to ask him if he wants to take over, but he hasn't answered yet.
Wait, you're on break?
I just now did it.
Okay, in that case, Jan, we can train if you want. I don't know.
I gotta find some food and then come back and be ready to get drunk and crash airplanes.
What time are you coming back? But I would like to also be back with you.
It's not gonna be long.
How about an hour?
Una hora?
An hour?
That's not his language.
She's already drunk.
Wait, do you not actually know how to speak Spanish, Giuseppe?
Yes, I do know how to speak Spanish.
It's very close to Italian.
Yes, he said an hour, but I don't know why.
United 434 Heavy, continue Kilo, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
Prefer to believe that he's drunk.
I love Clinton controlling drunk.
I don't think I've ever done it.
No, I've never seen that happen.
I thought during the snowstorm you had a couple of...
No, that wasn't drunk.
Well, what's your definition of drunk? For me, it's about 3 shots.
I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot, but it's been a long time since I've been drunk. 417. We had previously clearings, but we had some technical difficulties with the internet. Can you please send us PDC?
Consider drunk shots-wise.
Delta 417, Kennedy ground. Welcome back. Stand by for PDC.
Nice drunk.
Copy. Thank you.
About 3. And I haven't drank it. I haven't really...
United 434 Heavy, did you copy?
Okay, what are we doing?
Annoy Clint.
We're doing localizer 3-1, right? If we do train?
Yeah, if we do train and you have the time...
Kennedy ground, JetBlue 2693 with information Quebec ready for taxi.
I think you are. I gotta look.
JetBlue 2693, runway 4 left, taxi via right on Alpha, hold short of Kilo.
Runway 4 left, right on Alpha, hold short of Kilo, JetBlue 2693.
Okay, ground, United 434 Heavy, I think we're back up. Do you read?
United 434 Heavy, Kennedy ground, I do. How do you read?
You're loud and clear. Our apologies.
No worries. United 434, continue Kilo, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, and contact departure 128.12. Have a good flight.
Okay, understand. To Kilo, and then cleared crash runway 31 left, and contacting departure 128.12.
Issue is the way this config, the Mentor wants these configs ran, okay? The part 13, land 22 is fine, okay? You need to run a departure 1, land 22. We did that. Then we run a localizer 31, okay? After localizer 1, depart 31, land 13. Do you see any issue with that?
Yeah, that's in the required?
I think he mistyped one of them. He wants depart 31 and 4, land 4, and then ILS 13. Okay.
So no localizer.
No, you are doing localizer 31. Yep. Okay, ready? I'm gonna hop you down. Jan.
I'm ready. I'm coming up. Yep.
User was moved out of your channel.
JetBlue 2693, there was a Boeing 747 ahead of you there. You can continue Kilo, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, and contact departure 128.12, and just keep an eye out for that 747.
All right, cross Kilo, continue on Kilo, cross 31 left at Kilo, look out for a ghost plane, and we'll contact departure. Thanks for the ATC today, JetBlue 2693.
KM Kennedy ground.
Stand by. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to be logging off when you're ready for the brief.
All right, I'm ready for the brief.
All right, both of the aircraft with flight plans have their clearance, and American 1253's just been sitting there all day. I don't know what he's doing.
Okay, no questions. My control, Bravo.
Your control, Charlie Golf. Potential aircraft on the ground at Kennedy. Kennedy ground is now closing further services with New York departure on 128.12, 2812. Have a good flight and a great day.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Is it the NY approach?
Correct. 128.12 for services at Kennedy now.
Roger.
That's good.
All right, I'll be back a little bit later this afternoon for some of the evening snowstorm fun that should ensue in N90. Probably be doing New York approach then. See you later.